And now I'm the only one there because I changed scenes. Okay, that's fine. The rest of you will show up eventually, I guess.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Single person session.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're recording now.
Oh, we're here. Hi.
Hello. Good evening, and welcome to whatever TaleChasers on whatever day it is today. I'm Amber, and these are the Stargazers, so that's the session you're in. If you wanted another session, now is the time to leave.
Hello.
Okay,
Bye.
with all the lame people out of here, let's play some fucking D&D. As you can tell, I'm sick. This session's gonna be sick as fuck. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I'll be sick, so that's it.
Sick as fuck, boy.
Kickflip. So things are gonna be a little slower today, namely me. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be slower. But my friends are all doing great, so
I'm not sick.
sometimes I have to blow my nose like this.
Disgusting.
And that's all that
Just like that.
I mean I didn't okay, whatever.
It was a joke.
Anyway, Gabe is gonna give a quick recap.
Mashallah.
It doesn't have to be long.
It will not be long. It will be a brief
Mhm.
recap of what happened last time.
And that was just brief.
Very
In and of itself.
Yes, super like 5 minutes recap. So, last time we left off on exactly 1 week ago. The party arrived in Peafield, a little bit surprised by the different feel that this small settlement has in comparison to all the others you usually run around Etharis. And that is, people were happy. That's really not something you find a lot around when you travel in these lands. But luckily for them, no plague had struck their village. So we caroused and caroused through the buildings, and we decided to go put down our horses, put down our wagons and carts, and then go talk to the person that took us was there to see at the Queensberry Lodge in regard to the problem of the plague of the weeping pox striking Chase's village. We fumbled around a little bit in the tavern, and then decided to, in fact, move there. But before that happened, because we waited for the night to pass by, the morning after, the morning we were supposed to go to the lodge, a little baby was born. A little egg hatched, and Vittoria's and Zaris's griffin was finally born, a healthy little chick, which they immediately argued about, as good parents would. After making a little makeshift baby holder out of rags, we took the little baby along, and we went to talk to I think it was a vice counselor or something like that.
Yes.
Jace called him the Grand Chancellor,
The main honcho.
The Grand Chancellor.
a Grand Chancellor, someone who's literally the leader of a country.
Oh,
Like that,
yeah, that makes sense.
The big honcho.
He didn't really look like that, but that was a
Yeah.
Grand Chancellor.
We talked to the Grand Chancellor of the the leader of the whole nation that is the Queensberry Lodge.
It was a bit saucy.
Yeah, a little bit sassy. It was a little bit sassy, Baka, I have to say. We
What's
got
the
into
problem
this
with me?
very nice, very cozy place, but it was an environmental hazard for anyone above 4 feet tall. And we talked to this person, and they wanted us to, wanted Tokus to complete a task for them in exchange for the kindness that they had shown him by paying taxes for a vehicle that suddenly spawned in his garage a year ago. And so, of course, the little gnome said, yeah, why not? But before accepting such a deal, we discussed with plenty of time in between the details of this job. Particularly, the lodge wanted us to deliver supplies, whether it's mostly food, medicines and other amenities to the plagued village that was struck by a blockade and people could not go through. It was both an act of kindness and a way to ensure that their patrons, many of whom were halflings that were in one way or another indebted to the Queensberry Lodge, would not simply go missing or die because of the plague. Our job was thusly to bring such supplies and assess the situation in the settlement. Another little bit of trivia that was granted to us was that the doctors that were called here to supposedly contain the weapon box were maybe doing some experiments, some tests that were perhaps not very well sanctioned. And well, the Chancellor also talked about some environmental hazards which shall not be named, so we kind of all understood immediately what that meant, and decided that if we wanted a little bit of cash on the side, we could have taken out the head of these experiments, the doctor that has been doing less than illicit things, so to speak. None of us immediately agreed to, kill someone in cold blood, but suppose we'll see
I'm
what
down.
happens when we get there. Never mind. One, but all of us agreed to kill someone in cold blood.
Makes sense that
Domain
Lawrence would.
expansion. Here of the sun.
Yippee!
Also, to clarify, he didn't actually offer any money, right? He offered.
Yeah, right. I keep forgetting. He offered the real estate.
Yeah, real estate. It's free real estate if you do what must be done.
Say no more.
Do not need compensation. For
To
my
kill a
part,
man?
it does.
I definitely do.
I don't need compensation to kill a man. Damn.
I do it for free. I kill people for fun.
This guy's crazy.
For
Mm.
funsies.
He's slowly becoming the fucking
He understood the plan of the Star Child. That's why.
the vicar / fucking churchgoer from Helsing, bro.
Oh, Anderson.
He's turning fucking insane.
Oh, Anderson. If Anderson is Lawrence's final form, then I will happily walk into
So be it.
this fire to take the crown.
As long as you're not Maxwell, he's a bit of a
What
prick.
the hell? Well, I mean,
Oh,
I guess
maxing
that
out
aside.
the Is Anderson maxing?
So, that aside. Stargazers. Today is a beautiful day. What a great day it is to go out and not get murdered. Today is also Halbjorn's birthday. Rest in peace, homie.
Wait, he was born? I thought witchers are grown in vat.
They are reborn. Anyway. Despite the fact that it is a beautiful day with crisp morning air, rainfall begins to pour down from the heavens as though they themselves were crying. Very soon, after you guys wake up. Now, I've heard a variety of plans. I've also heard some things that were swallow stickly choices that could be made potentially, but aren't certain to be made yet. So maybe you guys have thought about this for a week, now I've given you the chance, and you've decided how you would like to tackle this situation.
My bare hands.
I thought we decided last time that
Plans to sneak.
we were gonna try and sneak through the forest with the supplies off-road.
Yeah.
Off-road it is.
I think that was the conclusion based on all of the other
I do believe.
plans. will tell you, the players, that when Vittorio emerges from wherever he slept, he's not looking that great. He is looking like that one chonk priest from Berserk.
Oh no.
Yeah, because he is very, very big once again.
Oh,
It's the afterbirth, the takes a little bit
Oh,
to
yeah.
recover.
This time though, since he knows that various things may happen when he sleeps, his clothing is at least not completely ruined. He just needs a set of new pants, which he has spare.
From the last time this happened.
Yeah.
Very well.
bare pants. Look at this rich
Well.
man over here.
Knowing that, or learning that Vittorio at this point, Vincent knows that Vittorio doesn't really like these things being pointed out or spoken about, he will act completely normal, seeing Vittorio come out from his residual home. And he won't bring any attention to it.
Yeah.
As the most empathetic member of the party, Lawrence will bring total attention to it. Then say, "Oh no, Vittorio, it happened again. What can I do to help?" And run over.
Don't think there's anything you can do to help.
Are you in pain?
Not right now. Only waking up when this happened. That hurt a lot. But, yeah, there's not a lot to do about this shit, so... I feel a bit sluggish. But, at least I'll pull the cart.
Maybe I've got something for that. Not really sure, but I could maybe have a concoction or two.
Lawrence is sad at that there is nothing you can do for me.
Take the Napoleon bows.
Yeah, can do. And then he stands up and turns to Tokas with some magic. Are you gonna use the thing that you used to make him big, to make him normal sized?
I nope. What did I use to make it big?
You cast the. Did you cast a spell, or was it a potion?
Or
Or
that was a
something
potion of
happened at one
growth.
point.
That was a
No,
potion
no,
of growth, wasn't it?
He did cast a spell on me to make me very big.
I doubt that was Arius a few days ago.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So yeah, do you have that? But like the opposite. Maybe
That
you
would
can,
just
you can
not
revert
help.
It wouldn't. Oh.
Yeah,
I
not
think
really.
it
It
would
was,
last long enough.
he would also still look
Ah.
the same, but just be smaller, meaning that his legs would also be shorter. They just really make the problem worse.
Mm.
We just
Can you make him even bigger?
I could.
Guys, it's Vittorio. He can handle
Magic's
himself.
so
It's fine.
weird.
Well, of course.
Wow.
I mean, we could all handle ourselves, but some help sometimes is good. I'll take a look if I have anything in my potions. I'll tell you after lunch. Oh, well,
I
after
will
breakfast.
pray. Because I'm a cleric, so I'm gonna pray first thing in the morning for my spells.
I had to pray for Vittorio's soul.
Oh, no.
No, that one's probably long gone. I mean, what?
Whoa, Rebozo.
Straight into
demo?
the blender.
You guys see? Did you guys? I mean, he can handle himself fine, sure, but it really depends on what happens. Do you not remember the time where, with the blindfold, he kind of had to feel his way around?
I remember that.
That would have been
Yeah.
really bad if I couldn't see where I needed to go today.
That would really suck.
But luckily, it's not the
Uh,
case.
So, do you like? It's your day today. I hold out little Alari.
Yeah, the griffin looks at you, Vittorio, with his little eyes.
Uh, hey, little guy. Tell me.
The big eyes, like, blink at you. Head tilts.
I think animals are capable of identifying their I don't know, owners, companions. Not visually, but through scent, right? Like dogs.
Like that.
Yeah. Probably. I guess griffins should be similar.
I certainly hope so. Hope dragons do.
Yeah, what is a griffin except, a dog with wings and a beak?
As you say, I'm sure dragons do. Zarys gives you this look. Because he's just like,
Yeah. I mean, technically, they're not even a dog, but they have some common traits with lions, which are felines, which somehow, well, they have some resemblance to dogs.
The more you know.
Well, they have a developed sense of smell, for example.
That's fair.
Yeah, so don't worry about the little baby thinking you're some stranger. I'm sure it recognizes you as much as it can with its 2-year-old brain, 2 days old brain.
So this operation we're running today, is that a nighttime thing? Is that a
It's an everything thing, to be honest. We could do it at night. We could do it in the day. If we could do it at night, then it'd be harder to spot us, but it'd also make it harder for us to spot them.
yeah, but they're more likely to be carrying torches at night, right? Because they have no reason to be hidden. Whereas we won't be carrying torches.
That is true, but we do need to traverse thick forests for a few miles. On foot.
Oh, I have a spell called Ghost Lantern
does
that
that do?
allows us to have a torch that sheds light, but only we can see the light and the torch.
That is incredibly
that sounds
specific and
useful.
useful to this situation. Good
Yes.
job, Lords.
I mean,
The
sort of, we
Star
all can see
Child
it.
gave me it. Oh my gosh. Also, I have an ability now that lets me give anybody dark vision.
Oh, these are all
I'm gonna think
incredibly
about it.
useful
I think
things
we
to
all
today.
have it, so it wouldn't actually be a problem to go out at night.
I was thinking about it's not just people, but also like maybe the horses.
Well, we're not gonna have any horses.
Yeah, we have.
We're going to be
Oh, wait,
pushing
how?
We have
the.
Vittorio.
We're going to be dragging, not pushing. Sorry, we're going to be dragging the cart.
Yeah.
Do any of your pets need dark vision?
Oh, Larry can see very well, can't you? Yeah.
It's 2 days old. I wouldn't really bank on it. No.
It has eyes the size of lemons.
You know how you guys told me that like remember those baby dragons that we saw the birthing of or assisted the birthing of?
Yeah,
And
it's
you
pretty
know how
cool.
you guys told me that those things basically like became instantly smarter 2 seconds into their lifespan before, quicker than I am? Or,
Yeah.
became is that going to be the same with the griffin? Is it going to like grow up super quick and be smarter
No,
than all of us?
that really depends on the griffin, I think. I think some are smarter than others when they're born.
Is it going to
Yeah,
grow?
maybe.
Is it going to get bigger really quick, or is it going to be like
Yeah, it is already like 3 pounds heavier than 2 days ago.
Oh fucking hell!
Yeah, he basically gains almost a pound a day. Gotta keep feeding him as well.
Jesus,
That's like the weight of my ration box.
That is
crazy.
pretty hefty.
Well,
Hey, my healer's kit weighs that amount.
they They eat a lot when they're young.
Best to keep track of his weight. It'll determine his size category.
I'm not asking this for me in any
We
way,
should
shape, or
overfeeding
form
him.
because I'm kind of terrified of heights. But how long until he's rideable? Not for me. Like I said, I'm terrified of heights, but I'm just intrigued how long it takes before, like, between birth and adolescence or whatever it'd be called when you
Togus
can
gives
start
an
flying.
eye to the massive Vittorio and the hefty Zarius. It
A
would take
while.
while for them to probably, be able to carry either of them.
Ah,
As
I
if
see.
on cue,
Yo.
Alari kind of like stretches their wings. They look like chicken nuggets.
Squonka! About griffins. Zarius and I made a discovery last night.
Uh-huh.
Togus takes another bite of his bread. Oh.
Yeah.
So, apparently, the other egg is not just a griffin. It's supposed to be a half dragon.
What? Vincent exclaims with his eyes fucking widening.
He sees ours make this very awkward smile, like yeah.
Something like that.
Wait,
Um,
wait. What's the what? Okay, wait. What is the implication of being half a dragon?
I don't know. I really
Remember-
don't really see
You'll
many
be just like
half-dragons.
Draxius. You'll
Yeah,
be like Draxius and Freddy.
Remember the dragon ogre?
That was also a half dragon.
Oh
No.
Oh no.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you weren't there yet, but Lawrence was.
Well, it's a
Oh,
griffin with draconic traits. In this
Ow.
case, it has scales and draconic wings. Actually, there's no feathery wings. So yeah, it's not completely normal. Did not expect that, but I guess that's a surprise if any of them has to be.
Victoria probably had a sketch of a dragon ogre in his book.
What?
Yeah.
How? Like,
That's what I've been
What?
wondering. How does a dragon mate with a griffin and make a
no.
half-
So they, they
I have no idea. It could be. It could also be that was some other, maybe it's an experiment, artificial creation of someone.
Where the fuck did you get this egg from? I thought it was just like a natural born free range griffin.
Well, that's what it was sold to me as. So hey,
But it
that's what
could
you
be
get for
some.
buying eggs at a very cheap price.
So you're telling me that maybe this egg is the result of someone fucking around with gene pools that.
Maybe could have also
What are
been the result.
genes?
Could have also been the result of Tokas pumping magic through the egg. But
No, not that fast. Started maybe a day or two ago.
oh, okay, then. Never mind.
Maybe you could use okay, so I have access to some spells that allow me to detect evil things and good things and magic and poison and disease, but I know that there's kind of spells that allow you to detect people's brains. Could you like, I don't know, access like its blood or like racial like kind of memories by like reading its brain inside the egg
Took
using your
blinks.
magic?
No? What? Access to brain? And I'm a little bit
Yeah,
confused.
okay, it's like mind reading, right? But on the baby
That's
in the egg.
possible. I can't read the thoughts of a creature that has no thoughts.
Yeah, but you're accessing like if it's a dragon, right? It'll have those like racial memories, right? Like the dragons in the back at Blacklaw.
Did you know that,
Those
Lawrence?
are different type of dragons. That's inherent to the breed of deep dragons.
Wait, so only deep dragons have the racial memory.
Deep dragons
Okay.
inherit a vast amount of knowledge that other adult deep dragons hoard for the rest of their lives.
Well, this thing's going to be insane. It's going to be way more powerful than a griffin.
Why is everyone talking about powerful? What the fuck is it supposed to be? A weapon of war?
Alani
I mean,
Skilks.
kind of.
No!
I mean, also that it like let's be honest. You did try to make it more powerful in a different way by pumping magic through it.
No.
All right, okay.
I try to make it more
I'm-
safe.
I'm not trying to suggest, obviously, that it could be
Uh,
weaponized. I mean,
Thank you.
by any
Yeah.
means. But like when you think of our job, profession, line of work, expedition, quest, it will naturally end up meaning that we need to rely on as many advantages as we can get our hands on. No?
For sure. That's why this little boy or girl, whatever they'll be, I'm going to educate them so they can make sure that home is safe when we are not there.
Oh, it's a god more than a
I
how can
really
I say
don't
it?
plan to get affectionate and, bonded with the creature just to ride it into battle and saw it dying in front of my eyes. It's a memory that I really wish not to make.
Mm.
Did you see that in a vision?
I saw many things in a vision. Like half of the things you could probably mention, I saw them in a vision.
Fair enough. Well,
Anything about me?
now I'm even more
He
intrigued
doesn't
by
reply.
seeing this hippogriff dragon dragon.
Aren't hippogriffs different?
Oh, a dragon. That's
Slightly.
a good name.
But, we'll, I suppose, see how it works. What kind of anatomical characteristics they inherit from a dragon and what from a griffin. They have a
Yeah.
beak.
I
At least
think
that's that.
I think it's gonna have. I think it might have some racial memories.
Well, we'll find out once it's born.
Yeah, that's going to be something. We definitely do need to make sure that it doesn't accidentally kill people by hiccuping.
That's a bit too much. You can't kill someone just because you throw a candle at them.
And look at Tokas for a moment, like
Wonder if it has dragon-like traits, it might grow into adulthood quicker. No, we could argue.
or later.
I have no idea. It could grow much faster than a griffin and exponentially live longer than one because of its traits. It could simply be a physical characteristic, and the workings of the creature are absolutely the same. Only really time will tell, and, well, most likely a further insight, but we'll have to wait until they're born. But for now, waiting is the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
Oh,
and some other
exciting.
things.
Togus pulls out a egg-shaped item that's almost half his size. He hands it to Vittorio. Actually, Zarius, because Vittorio is holding the baby.
I take
mean,
it.
the thing is supposed to be impervious to most magical influence. Put the baby in there, they should be all right.
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah. I open it up or try to because I imagine Zarius. It's probably a bit more complicated than just opening and closing it, so he just fidgets with it until Tokas probably helps him figure it out in a bit.
It's like an egg. It's like a shape of an egg, but it hover. Once you attune to it, it hovers horizontally. So it's basically the backpack. I love it, so cute.
But
But yeah.
as I open it, it's like, okay,
Yeah, you just
Laurie,
put it in there.
are you gonna get in?
Victoria will.
They kind of like look up at you. Their eyes sparkle in the daylight. They look up at you expectantly. Their mouth opens.
Oh,
Probably
baby wants
feed
food.
Laurie some food.
He eats the food.
Well, I'll first like crunch it and like put it from the bottle that Vittoria has to make every day.
Baby bottle. He eats the food and then he looks up at you again.
I look at Vittorio.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, yeah, let's get him inside.
Yeah, I've put some additional straps on the back so you can wear it as a backpack if you don't want to like attune to the automaton. But you can also tune to the automaton, and it should start hovering. I've practiced a little bit with the runes for levitation, but it's not that difficult.
Let's,
You have a flying backpack.
It's more like a flying egg holder. You can put everything you want in it. It will most likely be impervious to most magical influence. Then again, if they cast a fireball on it, it probably is not going to withstand it, but it will be enough to keep the weeping poke sound if there's any.
yeah. There's any.
The mouth opens again.
Well said.
Yeah,
Really
no, try and get him inside of the.
When you go to pick him up, his mouth opens like like he's ready to eat. But then you pick him up, and he just like closes as he dangles there.
More.
I'm sure you'll get used to it. Mallory.
They give you like a curious like head tilt.
I'll give him some scritches and put him
Measure its cantle tilt.
in the cradle.
You put him inside, he tries to climb out.
No, you need to sit tight.
He doesn't know what a sit tight is, so he tries to like climb over the edge and kind of like get stuck halfway.
Look at Vittorio, like expectedly.
Victoria, like making sure he doesn't actually like get over the edge and fall over. That would be very sad.
It's okay. It has the little beanie with the pin, right?
I haven't gotten like a sweater or anything yet.
You
No.
can wrap like the cloth around him in like a little shirt.
Vittorio, do you need some? Do you need some help?
I
I got a pretty good idea.
Yeah. What's your idea?
I grab the bottle, hold it above it, like hold it to him, to Alari.
He opens his mouth.
I'll feed him a bit, and as I'm feeding it, I'm slowly closing the cap. Like, and then as it's done feeding, I put it away. I just click it closed.
You click it closed. He like retreats, and then you see his face appear in the little window. Like he's just like staring at you.
Zari's gives this awkward like look, like. Ta-da!
I suppose that works.
I now hold the backpack out to Vittorio.
Yeah. He's like, right, so are we gonna move out now, or are we waiting until the evening? Because I thought we were going now, but we started talking about going in the middle of the night, which is fair enough.
Well, they both have their reasons. What do we think?
How long's the journey going
Might
to take us?
A few hours
yeah.
only.
We could have someone scout out.
It's a few hours by road. I just want you to know, like a normal walking pace.
Yeah,
So it takes more through the woods.
yeah.
If you're trudging through the woods and with Vittorio's reduced speed, it's gonna take more than a few hours.
Yeah, so we might as well set out.
Then I suppose we should get on the road then.
Yeah. So
Except you don't
Well,
wanna
not on
go
the road, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Not get on the road literally, but you know.
Before we go, let's give each other some roles. I mean, Vittorio's ones is obvious. Push.
Well, we already have.
Surely mine's pretty obvious as well, right? I'm
We
scouting.
already have an idea. Vincent, Lawrence, you two can scout ahead. I can make you both invisible for the duration of the travel. me, Zarius, and Vittorio's gonna stay
Okay.
with the Kara supplies. We will act as defense, and I can translate to any the locals if they find us. But hopefully, with you, he looks at Lords, and he makes a little wing hand gesture, and the fact that you were very fast, it should suffice, and it should be able to spot if there's any patrols ahead of us or coming in our tails. While Zarius and I will keep sure that the tracks are gone, especially the ones that the cart can leave. As we do that, we should be able to reach the village if we keep our eyes open and our wits to us.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, sounds like we
All
could.
right.
It sounds like a
Mm.
plan. Sure.
The
Yeah.
only thing I'd like to add is that any patrols that we may or may not run into is probably going to be the wardens from the keep, which is the Free Slayers. So I'd very much appreciate if, you didn't try and kill any of them. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Well, the purpose is
Not a
really
killer.
not to kill them. I mean, I really can't say much. I really can't, do these kind of things. That's why I hope that if an altercation does come to fruition, then you and Vincent can take that role of knocking them out.
I can't not murder people. I'm just rambunctious.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there since these people are out keeping the rest of the people here safe from all the environmental hazards. And on top of that, if I'm gonna stop by that keep after we are done with all of this, it probably would help if we hadn't ran into them and almost killed a few of them.
Make sure we don't. Easy enough.
All right.
Mm.
Tokas, I remember that when you make someone invisible, if they cast a spell or attack, the invisibility goes away.
If you take any strenuous action, well, yeah.
Flying's strenuous.
I don't believe so. Simply moving should.
Excuse me. You have magic to propel you. It actually takes me like energy to, waft these wings.
It's as strenuous as a running can be. I imagine so.
Yeah.
Actually, flying is pretty strenuous for you, Tokens. I don't know what you mean.
I was about to say, yeah, my flying is fucking super hard. I'm like, ugh.
Why?
Well, if I get distracted one moment,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
quick.
plummet on
I
the
was about
ground.
to say-
That's why.
It is concentration. It is utmost focus of the mind.
Mm,
This is
Okay.
why polymorphing into a bird is a superior action, because I don't have a brain.
exactly.
worry
Full
about.
ADHD power. I don't need to concentrate anymore.
I fly just because I have to.
That's so true.
There's not another thing that I can do.
Should work.
I need you to take this for now, and I will let you know if something happens. And I deposit Crawley directly into your being.
I fireball Crowley on contact. Sorry.
Right, you give him your centipede.
Yeah.
There's like a little sparkle in Tokus's eye as he looks at the dead centipede. Ah, yeah, no, totally. I can take care of him.
Yeah, because
Crowley
I'm
holds his
going
arms
to-
out to you.
I
I'm
embrace him
going
like
to-
a baby.
Telepathically inform him if something happens or if I notice something. That way I don't have to fly back to you.
What the fuck?
I didn't like that.
Yeah, me neither.
I was really not a fan of that.
Oh. So, guys, you embrace him?
Yeah, I mean, if he's holding on his arms and grab his arms.
Can you make me an int save?
I swear to God, if your centipede crawls up my back, I will kill him. I will
Listen,
kill
Aaron
Crowley.
Yeager. Okay.
You don't immediately like forget that Crowley exists.
What the fuck? Okay. Does he try anything funny?
I mean, yeah, he's hugging you pretty tight. Like
It's like,
he begins slithering underneath your clothing as well, just
No, no,
like
no, no, no,
walking
no,
all-
buddy.
he's like walking all over you.
no, buddy, no.
Make me a strength check.
What the fuck?
As you are now, yeah, you're holding
gonna
him
make
and
you a
he's holding you
strength
back.
No, I'm gonna.
Make me an
fucking- No. Fuck
What the
this.
fuck's happening?
No.
Literally,
Well,
what is
I
this?
gave my.
How can you
Crowley
misty step away
attack
from him when you're holding him? Like that means
I'm
he's
not
worn or
holding him, he's
carried.
grappling me. Goodbye.
inside
Now, Amber,
inside a centipede.
you want to know what the most important question here is? Just
What?
in principle, is a griffin egg a creature yet?
I guess.
Oh my God.
So just so we know that if Vittoria was to misty step, that egg would just pop out of the case and just or the
But
No, he's worn and carried. It doesn't matter. Tokas, alright, Lawrence, you give Crowley to Tokas, and they like embrace each other, and then like 5 seconds later, Tokas just goes "Psst," and
Yeah,
like
he
disappears,
poofs out. He
and then
reappears.
Crowley falls to the ground. He just goes thump,
Yeah.
and then he lays there looking like a sad, deflated centipede.
Yeah.
Oh,
Togus
Crowley.
poofs away, looks down at the ground. He
Crowley,
looks
you
at Lawrence with a
okay?
raised eyebrow. Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
that's
why'd
gonna
you
work
do
out.
that to him? What? Why? What? Are you okay, Crowley? Pat Crowley on the head. Good
It's
boy.
crazy that and I don't believe I'm going to say this. I actually preferred Crowley when he was a hand. Centipedes are fucking weird, man.
I preferred it when he was my dad's disembodied hand.
Like,
I don't think the
unironically.
problem is the centipede. Well, a normal centipede wouldn't be the problem. The problem is you gave him the carrion of an extraterrestrial life form. And
Huh?
it seems that he has taken on some of its behavioral patterns.
It's a centipede. It's fucking weird.
Huh?
He slithers
Yeah.
across the ground towards you, Lawrence.
More like
Ugh.
dangerous
It's
than
fine.
weird.
I'm patting him. He's my good time boy.
Disgusting.
Wait a
I mean, he was in
minute.
my pocket a second ago.
Ugh. Oh, that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
exactly.
I actually hate them in real life. But that's not
The
just
worst part is Crowley's not a tiny creature, he's now a small sized creature, so he's a centipede the size of a cat.
No, that's disgusting.
He's a centipede the size of Tokas.
It's not even a
I'm not
Vincent
the
fucking
size of
feature. It's a me in real life feature.
But you're
I fucking
also a
hate
small
them.
creature.
He does have very long tentacles, though.
Ugh.
I pick Crowley up.
Speaking.
I lift him up so it's like his underbelly is facing me, and I'm like, "What's wrong, Crowley? Are you okay?"
His like tendrils that he was using before to like hold Tokas is like droop to the ground.
Vincent begins dry heaving. Oh, that's disgusting. Pardon me.
Guys, don't be mean to him, okay? He has feelings too.
Wait,
Talk
speaking
to
about
me,
slithering,
talk to me.
isn't the slithering thing still in Vittoria's back?
We do not know that. We
No,
do not
no,
know
I-
what happened to it because we did not see.
I
what
was
happened.
there. I did
You
see
did
what
not
happened.
see it. Well, at the end of the
No, you
fight, it was a communicord that we saw it scroll into his garments, but we didn't know what happened to it. That's why no one brought it up after the
I
fight.
suppose if you saw something crawl into Victoria's garment and you didn't see anything of it, surely it's an okay thing to assume that,
It's probably
or
that.
ask if what the fuck happened.
Victoria didn't say
Victoria,
anything
you
about it. He's like,
Yeah,
whatever.
Vittoria's never
Victoria,
said
you
anything.
still got at
But
one
I
of these
do remember
centipedes
saying
there.
this before. I remember saying this after the fight.
Yeah,
What
after
happened
the
to
fight,
thing? And he's like,
and then
I
we
don't know,
talked-
it's gone.
Yeah, we talked about it. Victoria was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And you're like, "Well, no, I saw one of those weird centipedes went up your shirt or something."
He's like, oh, it's probably gone then.
"Yeah, it's probably gone." And other people were like, "Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dead stuff around here, so it probably died in the fight then." And then we didn't talk about it anymore.
Amber,
Yeah.
I can telepathically communicate with Crowley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ask him what's up. Is he okay?
I feel sad.
Well, ask him why.
He doesn't have eyes to look at things anymore. He just kind of like turns, like begins turning his like centipede body in the direction that Tokas went, and he just says, "Tokas."
Oh.
Hey, well, now brought this some color out of space. Goodbye.
And it's like he's sad because you were mean to him, Tokas. You
I'm
rejected
sorry
him.
to say that self-defense is not considered mean behavior.
What do you mean self-defense? You feel like I gave him to you so we can do this plan. and
But you
stepped
failed.
away.
You failed to point out the fact that it was about to mess with my own perception. I didn't consent to
What
that
do you
part.
mean? Your perception.
Crowley, not mean.
I know, Crowley, you're not mean. You're very good.
I'm not gonna lie, Lawrence. I don't mind Crowley, right? Like he can be a body, he can be a head or a brain. Like I don't care, you know. I've gotten used to that. But for as long as it looks like, God, for as long as he looks like that, I can't be. I don't want anything to do with it.
Sad. He goes
Okay.
limp. He looks like a scarf now.
Aw.
Oh,
legs.
that's a disgusting description.
Give him
Who
a
allowed
pat
you
on
to
the
have
head.
words, Amber? That is disgusting.
It's okay.
Thank you. I really have a way with the words.
That is horrendous.
Well, can you come out of the centipede, Crowley? The centipede thing?
I like.
Shut up. What was that, Amber?
Lawrence, he tells you he likes it.
Oh, you like the centipede?
Oh man, why?
Feel.
Mm-hmm. Feel what?
Everything.
Ugh.
The
You feel everything? What do you mean you feel everything?
They're just having a telepathic conversation.
Could you
Like,
could you not feel
Yeah.
everything before? No, I mean Lawrence is not used to this, so he speaks out loud.
Yeah, you're like speaking to like this like drooping centipede in his hands.
makes sense.
Crowley's brain just like hits like Windows like loading moment, like dial-up noises. He's like, feel. Good.
Amber is
Mhm.
Crowley okay? Does Lawrence understand something is wrong with this? Or like is there something wrong about this? Or
I mean,
don't-
like he was having a good time before, like touching everything, but then everybody started saying he's ugly and like gross, and
baby.
like
I didn't say
that they
anything,
hated
Polly.
touching him, and they're like teleporting away from him. He's just like, wow.
I didn't say anything. Polly.
The images
I need
that he
you.
sends to you, because you can share images with him, are like everybody's like sad and disgusted faces.
Oh no.
Oh, I have so
It's
much
li- it's that-
empathy for my
it's
little
that-
guy.
and like the image that he sends you, because he's a centipede, right, is like he's like kind of meshed together in his brain this like frowny face with a centipede face that he had, so it just looks like a picture of the dead centipede with like your frowning like mouth like pasted over it.
I hate that.
Damn. It's just like it's like a sad emote.
Yeah.
Just pulls out his notebook.
It's
Yeah,
a fear that every
my
anime
poor
character
baby.
has.
It's okay, Crowley. You can come with me, and they'll warm up to you eventually.
I think it's not about the warming up. I think it's the carrying bit. It appears that this creature, the breed or the kin that we have found in the meteorite, it relishes in the sense of touch. I've noticed it with the specimen that I still have living in a stone box in my cart, but they
are thrilled when their membrane comes in contact with objects, but I've noticed that they have a preference for living creatures. This probably stems from the fact that they have been in the empty, cold void of space for untold amounts of time inside the host that was the creature that was slain.
That sounds like the starting journal entry of a mad scientist. Tokas, are you okay?
Well, I have a living specimen in my wagon if you want to try some experiments.
No, honestly, I'm good. Good
Well,
sounds.
there you go. It's the conclusion I've come to after, well, trying to make contact with the one that I have for the few days that we spent traveling. And Crowley's reaction seems to be similar. I imagine, as in Ooze, he doesn't have a strong sense of touch, so perhaps inhabiting a corpse that grants him such abilities is like a total new sensation. Imagine being able to see things while you have been blind for the rest of your life.
Oh, that is sad.
You're making a very good point for Crowley to stay inside this body that we got.
Yeah, I don't like
so,
that.
Yeah,
Counterpoint, it's disgusting.
He spam pings like centipede emotes in your mouth, in your brain, lords.
He shouldn't. I
Yeah.
don't say that you should get out, but you should be careful.
Oh, I'm
Touch is
saying
not
he
the only
should.
thing that they are starved for, and it appears that they cause some sort of effect to one's perception in their regard. Perhaps it's a chemical reaction on whatever substance that they carry on their skin. Maybe some type of gland. Some kind of symbiosis, maybe. I have no idea. I need to look into it more, but he was surely trying to do something when he touched me.
Crowley, tell me, what was wrong with What is Toka's talking about? Can you try to do something to him?
He sends you the mental image of you and Vasily embracing one another.
Oh, was that all you wanted to do?
Affirmative.
Crowley, my little guy,
He wanted to eat your brain,
crying.
Tokas.
Lawrence, like, he gives Crowley a hug, and he's like, it's okay, and is like, patting him on the head, like basically running his hand down like the plated membrane.
Disgusting.
Like, it's okay. So Crowley over here.
Probably sends you happy thoughts and feelings, and it's like crawling all over you. You feel 1,000 little legs like scuttling over your clothing.
Stop!
Oh, strangely
Lawrence.
doesn't forget about it.
Lawrence will say Crowley was just jealous that Vasily and I had a embrace before, and he wanted to experience the same, and so he tried to give you a hug.
There's like a big squint. And Tokus gives you back, but then the centipede as well. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Get into a fucking dog then, man. Like, oh, God.
I don't think it would be the same for a variety of reasons, but suppose
I'm not gonna kill a dog just so Crowley can inhabit it, okay?
he makes a.
If we just happened to find a dog and it was already dead.
So you're telling me that if you happen to come across a dead dog, you would be inclined?
Guess what I just found? Mommy!
Behind his back.
Mommy, I can't find Spot anywhere! Guys, I found a Dalmatian.
Oh, fuck.
You're never gonna guess what I just found, and it's still fresh.
Guys, it's brand new.
No, please.
Please bury the centipede. My lord.
Lawrence, I don't know, I'll throw a rock at you or something. A pebble, not a rock. If, there's trouble.
Of course. Well,
I suppose we'll keep it at that. And we should probably get going then. It's going to take quite a while to reach the village.
I have an idea.
We were not
Tokas.
going to get going. Yes, what's up?
Experiment. I am going to leave Crowley here in the wagon, and I'm going to tell him that unless I tell him otherwise, he is not allowed to go and bother you guys. And he's only allowed to go and bother you guys when I tell him he's allowed to, and that will be my indicator that there is trouble.
I would not like to
Who do
be
you
bothered.
think? Who do you think is going to win out? This body that he has, or Crowley?
I am having serious doubts, especially if he's causing things he did not intend to.
Who do you think's gonna win? The body? Soul. Toji Fushiguro.
I think the body, yeah. I would be better than that.
I think Crowley will win, of course.
Of course.
Crowley, you're not allowed to go and bother anyone until I get back, okay? Is that understood?
Centipede like stares at you for a moment. Yes.
Good boy. And then I put him on the wagon.
He slithers all over the wagon.
Disgusting.
Well, I suppose that settles it. It is time to get a move on. If you want
Yeah.
to get there before, night settles.
Yeah. Victoria, he looks between Vincent and Lawrence a couple of times, and then he's like, "Yeah, sure. Lawrence, hold on to this for the time being." And he hands you one of the black snake egg looking stones.
It's a
And
rock.
instead, Tokus is gonna
Thank
walk
you,
up
Vittoria.
to Vincent, and is also going to say, "And you hold on to this for the journey." And Tokus is going to give you a pair of van braces of a dark silken leather.
To Lawrence or to me?
To you.
Oh. Thanks, bud. What are these?
Well, they should make you a little faster. I had Jenny do some rune work on them, but I had other plans afterwards. So if you need to scout ahead, I suppose moving quicker is always a good thing.
Are you having him attuned to these van braces?
Yeah, I'm giving you the van braces to attend to.
Very well.
What am I searching up?
It is Zonim's van brace. I don't think I can give you items because we don't have that module anymore. It's Zonim's van braces. But
I
with a
think.
bunch of... Yeah, what's up?
I don't remember if it's possible for you to drag things into the party inventory and for him to drag it out.
Where is the party inventory?
It's like a button with 3 things on top, but I wouldn't put
Oh,
all
yeah,
your
that's
best
right.
shit in there. I don't remember if... I don't know if this works.
Oh yeah, I can.
I don't know if you can drag it out, though.
He should be.
Let's find out. Should I just be able to like drag the image?
Yeah, drag the image on your
I
sheet.
think...
There you
Oh,
go.
I did.
Oh,
Yoink.
huge.
We are
Mine now.
trading.
Trading items.
Yippee. Alright. Over here is all you homies, right? I needed to, like, before you go out on this journey, like, pick what, like, order you want to, like, march and stuff in. Like, Vittorio... Where's Vittorio gone?
I'm right here.
What?
Dude,
Oh,
he's
he's
below
in...
me.
I was like, what?
fuck.
What do you mean he's right there? Why does Vittorio have, like, 6 blesses
I
on
was about to
him?
say he has a million status
Oh,
effects.
it's not blessed.
Oh, you guys see the map?
No.
Yeah, it's been stargazing this whole time.
Oh yeah, for me it was just black with tokens. So let me refresh real quick.
I don't think that's how it should be, Mark.
Huge.
Nice. I am 5 feet quicker.
Hmm.
Wow,
Correct.
wow, you have 5 extra legs. Very nice.
Creepy.
But yeah, I mean, I
Not even 100.
assume Vittoria is pulling the cart,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I assume Tokas and Sarius are next to the cart? Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd imagine something along the lines of either next to or behind.
A little bit behind, yeah,
Yeah.
to clean the tracks.
Oh yeah, that's true. You said it in between the tracks. I mean, yeah. Then let's just I don't know if I can know. Let's use up.
Use your marching order thing. Like, what do you mean?
Oh,
use up? Like,
okay.
I put this here.
Okay,
This is exists for a reason, you know. Like,
okay.
Well,
it's okay.
surely you would all be one down, right? Because me and Lawrence are
Going
technically
two,
like
so that
yeah.
yeah, Vincent and Lawrence going 1, you going 2,
Yeah.
I'm going 3. There's
There you go. I'm gonna quickly put on my kettle, but I'm still here.
yeah, of course.
I need tea.
Mobile DM. Huge.
I was gonna say I'm still audible, right?
Yeah.
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 What do you say? Oh, can you
Because
not
it's
hear me
not
first?
as good as before, but he's just being picky, you know.
I'm not being picky.
He's being picky.
I guess you just let me know when you don't hear me anymore. Then I've lost connection. I guess you wouldn't know that though. Never mind.
Absolutely massive. I've gained my final form.
Yeah, literally.
Which
Hey,
what is that
I've given part
transformation?
of your mum's old equipment, you know, I'm just giving it back.
But these do
I'm going
feel
to
kind of
be-
familiar, like homies.
Does his halberd count as part of the Zolim set?
Doesn't say so on it, unless Amber
I'm
intends
just putting
otherwise.
the thought in her brain, and then she's gonna think,
That would
damn,
be
that's
very
actually a pretty
strange.
interesting idea.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sure.
There you go. It's how it works.
Wait,
think-
it does count?
Yeah.
Oh, hoggers.
Fun fact, you can suggest things to your dungeon master.
Indeed.
I can't wait to gain a 1d6 bonus to intelligence thaumatology checks.
You already
Shit.
have. That's the trick.
What a huge bonus.
True.
Sometimes we are agreeable.
I can promise you that I will never use it. But I will make use out of the extra 2 AC after casting a spell with using it as a bonus action. And I will also make use of the 5 feet of extra range.
Big.
Oh, I don't want to know what fucking spell I'm casting.
You just make one up, you know?
Literally.
Misty Step, but that's also a bonus action, question mark.
You just need like a item lots to cast spells. Just use that. Like a wand of fireballs, and you're like, did not
Yeah, true.
expect that.
It's fine. I just exchange my action economy. I say to Amber, I want to use Misty Step as a bonus action, and then I would like to trade my action for another bonus action to gain the bonus 2 AC.
Word. Alright. This seems like the order we're marching on. Do you have any things to mask tracks, by the way, Mark?
I mean, besides my tail, the swishing back and forth against the sand. No.
Oh, yeah, I mean more mechanically, but yeah, I understand.
No, no, I do not.
Truly, we are cooked.
I'll cast knock on the ground and to
I think
open
it's
up its
concealment
core.
to hide tracks. Which again, I'm not the best one to be honest.
I mean, I have a +2.
That's huge. Oh, +1.
Hey, the scene loaded for me, finally.
Let's go.
It's him.
I'm literally him.
Is it him? Is it Gojo?
Yeah.
The Kit Kat himself?
He's not gone there yet.
What are you talking about? He just likes Kit Kats.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I, as Lawrence, was just like, oh, cool, a rock.
A rock.
What?
Beep, beep.
Amber, can you say by your command?
No.
Robot form.
Oh, that's sad.
Depression.
Beep bitty ba. Ba 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 ba.
I think I'll attune to the siege metal ram. You can help.
Wow, guys. Can't wait to be king.
What?
I'm Simba.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you all thought that my end game for Vincent was just to be happy and free. No, I'm going to become king of the world.
Yeah, I know.
Makes sense to me.
First, you're gonna return to your roots and become Karen again.
Oh, yeah,
Then
sure,
you're gonna
sure.
Become king of the world.
I forgot that was
Become.
my. I forgot that was my true end game to become.
Yeah, your true origin.
To become.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
I am walking upstairs.
Holy
Hopefully
fuck!
I don't trip and die.
Please,
Yeah,
don't.
please don't.
I would really be happy if you didn't do that.
Thank you, Speeps. Means a lot to me.
It's already a matter of
most
time
welcome.
before I become the ferryman of the dead.
What do you
Thanks.
mean? Are you gonna follow Amon?
I'm gonna put the little cradle in the party inventory now that we have this.
What do you mean?
Fucking
Anyone doesn't have a boat. I do. It doesn't even have a paddle.
Oof.
What cool thing?
But he's
Really
the
fucking-
shepherd of
What
the
cool
dead.
thing?
No, I just put the cradle for the baby in the party inventory so Ferris can take it.
Just a moment, I'm switching back to my other.
How do I even access the party?
The near the DIE icon on the top right, the 3 people. It's called party inventory.
There'd be an icon that's just like
Top
3
right,
people.
right above your level.
Ah, yeah, I can see it now. I just like copy this.
You just drag it. You literally just
you can drag it, duplicate
click
it,
and
put it
drag the
back,
image.
Like you can just take it.
You can just click and drag the image. That's what I did.
Oh, excellent.
Excelente, muchos grande.
I'm just sipping some tea, we'll cut this out later.
Whoa.
And with that, I mean we're not gonna cut it out.
Yeah, I was
Amber
about
be
to
like, Ferris, get wrecked. You gotta do some editing.
We're not cutting it out. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just for us.
Alright.
Oh my lord.
Amber, if you can't handle it, it is okay.
I know. I'm aware. We're cool.
She's a strong, independent.
It's like better for me when you guys do all the talking.
Alright, we'll keep doing that. So, anyways, we move on into the village. Okay, guys, did you all roll me a perception check? As you
No.
Shit, you
DM,
play it
there's
and
no
DM?
there's no perception.
Oh well, skill
You got rid of it?
automatically fail. The chimera made
Shame.
of 3 different color dragons that Tiamat just birthed ambushes you.
I rolled a 1 on a D100.
Damn, that's
I-
the lowest possible result. You summon a bloodthirster and it kills.
Oh, is that the
all of you.
D100 I asked for?
I kill it. Tokas, what happens?
Oh, you asked for D100? Well, that's a 1 now too, because I rolled
Oh,
a D100.
interesting.
Oh boy.
We're fucked. We're cooked. You did this to us.
I don't do it again!
You did do that
No.
again. Like right now.
I did do that.
Still waiting for that magical burnout to pop up one of these
Yeah, this was
days.
the D100, you know. Ember was like, I'll give you one more chance to see if I should summon a bloodthirster, and then Zorus is like, 1.
I need a D12 too to see what kind of like bad stuff happens to you. No!
What?
Is high good
Why
or
it
low
happened
good?
to me? Ow!
No, what's up?
Baby.
I put a cookie in my tea and it immediately fell into 100,000 pieces.
Why do you,
Instant death.
why
That-
do
It
you say
immediately
ow?
disintegrated.
How long was the fucking cookie there?
For like 2 seconds.
What kind of cookies are these?
Cookie made of fucking.
2 seconds is a long time to dip something in freshly boiled tea.
I
to be
mean,
fair.
don't take.
I am a fool.
A few.
Honestly, these non-Brits don't know how to dunk their cookies.
I
Man.
know, right?
I live in
Unbelievable.
Britain.
Unbelievable. White
Amber,
sort
you
them
know
out.
you need to do the. If it's a cookie that you're not used to dipping in the tea, you should do the cookie test.
3 minutes. Yeah, that's what
It went fine just like before, but now this one just disintegrated.
Maybe that one was just tired of life. You know, maybe that one
Oh.
just needed a way out.
Me too.
Domain
Don't.
expansion. Wet cookie.
Oh,
It was
So
also
foolish.
expired, so maybe that's why.
Amber,
These people
please
bound.
don't eat expired.
These people could never.
It's Best
honestly,
Buy.
White. It's just unbelievable.
I hate that. All right. Oh,
Anyway.
it's done.
The sacred act of dunking.
Low is better for you, high is better for me.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
someone else roll that D12. I already rolled that 1.
No, you
No,
already rolled.
yeah.
You need to roll the
D12.
D12.
Yeah, you like you know.
Wow!
It's
Have-
one each, like we roll.
digging your grave, our grave, I should
Amber,
say.
I used a bardic inspiration to make this a 13.
Oh
Very
damn!
good. So, Abaddon's black fortress begins falling out of the sky.
I have a very strange dream.
Guys.
Right, I put the fortress back. I just push it back from where it came from.
Yeah.
Like a baseball.
Nice.
I just
He
bat it back.
ferries it back to the stars because he's
Yep.
Karen.
Okay. Roll me like an improvised strength attack to bat this one.
Yeah. Okay. Here's definitely your improvised.
Whoa, that's
there you
that's
go.
not
That
that's
works.
Abaddon's black fortress, the 13th Black Crusade, is ended on the spot as Abaddon's black fortress is batted back into space. Arkhona is saved. Unfortunately, it flies straight back into Cadia
Okay,
again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, that sounds like not my problem.
Average
So
guardsman.
The Cadians
That's
trying
not
to
my
rebuild the planet.
problem!
that sounds like not my problem. So I'm happy.
Damn.
The screen, all of your screen goes to black, and suddenly you feel the rocking of a cart.
Oh, yep.
And around you is cold.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh, you're
I
fine.
finally awake.
You're finally awake.
Hmm.
Yep. I can't wait to start a new campaign with all of you guys. Where I no longer have to be the guy that's never been part of the old cool stories.
No, that's okay. This time you'll be the DM. You'll DM for us.
Oh, wait, hold up.
What
Wait,
about
wait.
Not again! Not again! Not
Remember, then
again!
we get to play with you. You've
Are you
DM'd
saying
us
that
for
we would
4
be bad
years.
players, Brandon? Because like I'm pretty sure we would be the best you've
Amber
ever
is
had.
such
Like,
a
what the
problem player.
fuck? Yeah, I am.
It's true. As
I
for
will
DM,
say
I'll
Amber
tell
can be
you,
a very
Amber has
stubborn
caused
player.
huge
I'm an
amount of
enormously
problems.
stubborn player.
I'm not complaining about you guys as amazing players. I'm already just getting PTSD flashbacks of what Skipper did to me. No, yeah, and then you can try DMing this, and then never again. And now
Well,
here I am.
You can
4
trust that
years
we are
later.
reliable. You can trust that we are reliable at hosting campaigns.
That's true.
Out of this
It's-
group, 4 of us host campaigns.
I almost feel like this is a hidden jab at me for not having consistently hosted it Saturday evening.
No, I just mean that Faris is the only one who's not gonna host D&D, so...
Fair.
And Gabe is going to host.
now because he's not hosting.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Why do you feel bad about it? You just sound like I spat on your dog.
Guys,
What the fuck?
Ferris is not part of the DM privilege group.
Yeah,
Let's
the
laugh.
DM club.
Let's laugh at him for a moment.
Do
I
the
will
fucking
not.
rich golf man laughs.
I refuse.
So Mark's won.
Oh yeah, fuck.
How bad is it?
Let's see first who goes first. Did everyone roll? I see one from Brandon. Gabe.
Paris is in the chat.
Bears.
Didn't, I think.
We just missed in
wait.
what?
You can roll a D100 and a D12.
Oh.
Did you teach him stay, Ferris?
Yes.
He stays.
Check
Yeah.
his sheets.
Yeah. Yeah, if you reject the sheet, he knows stay.
He just had it.
You know, you.
I
Well, shut up.
spent time training him in the beginning.
He's so well trained. Pierre like sits there like waiting with the rest of the villagers and like the rest of your party that you're leaving behind. And he just like he sees you turn around and he sees the baby with the big bulging eyes and the backpack going with you. It's like what the fuck?
Pierre pulls out a Glock 9000.
It's not enough.
No.
It's fucking had enough. He's like, oh, that's how it's gonna be, huh?
First the tiefling and now this one.
You come back to your own bedroom, you find it covered in blood and
Whoa.
a bunch of bird skulls.
I'm gonna jump in here, Pierre. Pierre, you got that shit wrong, bro. The tiefling was first. You were starting to replace the tiefling. Get that shit right.
It's true.
That's
The
true.
feed should be
That's
the one
true.
to make some fucking boards on how to get rid of a brother.
It's true. Ooh.
Please,
I
I
see.
can't take another meteor. I beg of you.
I say you just party wipers right here, right now.
Honestly, goated, yeah.
Do that. Start new campaign.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best thing.
Roll me a D6.
You are-
Anyone?
Oh.
Who?
Mark. Anyone. I only need one.
I'll take responsibility.
Oh.
Take responsibility for our death, so I dare you.
Mm. Okay.
Skedaddle, skedoodle.
Your wiener.
Hmm.
Wee.
So the party sets out into the woods. Now, the Burek Empire only really has one large forest left. There are some, like, sparse little trees to be found, of course, in other places. And these woods are also carved in multiple slices by the main roads that lead to Altenheim. But the woods as a whole are known as the Damorwald, or the Dark Forest. It is certainly not as dark as Ostoya, nor are the trees twisted by years and years of only getting dim light or moonlight to grow under. But there is an eeriness that hangs over these trees. A quiet, darkness. It does not manifest itself physically, but rather just leaves you with an uneasy tingle somewhere near the back of your head. It has you turning your head from time to time, looking through rows upon rows upon rows of trees. Mossy expanses dotted between them. Shrubbery as tall as you are. Every now and again, you get that feeling that something is moving there, far in the distance, just beyond where your vision can really make it clear. Perhaps it is just a matter of perspective, some trees rustling or a deer hopping out of the way in the distance. But it is not a comfortable feeling to be off of the roads. And then the stench hits you. Rotting leaves and wood and stagnant water. Before you know it, the moss that you thought you were walking on in these places is not actually moss, as your feet begin to sink through it in a boggy area. And punching through those layers of that carpet that like grows over the top of this bog releases its horrible stench.
Yeah.
Anyone else, or does it smell like Zarius' wagon in here?
I look at you as like, I keep my wagon clean, thank you very much. Vittoria, your wagon smells like dog. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Me and Vittoria are perfectly clean individuals.
Unlike you filthy dragon butts.
What do you think? Which animal do you think is in my cart that could make a stench?
You. I mean,
I don't appreciate this game anymore.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. You know, I'm trying to release some of this
Gas.
tension. Oh, that would have been a better pun. So I missed the opportunity. It's a bit eerie around here, don't you think?
It does smell kind of shitty.
Nice. Well,
Can I hold like a hand over like over my face?
Yeah, you can. But it is clear, like, looking around the area, looking at the kind of, like, moss that you're standing on, like, the ground, uneven as it is, and looking around the area, the whole area that you've entered here to move forward is just disgusting. Putrid bog. Like, only barely encapsulated in its stench.
You're gonna be able to push the
Are we
wagon
in
through here?
Novostoya?
Seems pretty rough. You're gonna be okay pushing the wagon through here, Vittorio?
I'm sure it will be fine, he says as he's putting a bit of cloth around his face. A little highwayman mask.
I think we should, I'll look to Tokas and say, do you want me and Lawrence to start going ahead from here, or? What's the plan, Capitan?
Gabby?
Sorry, I was opening my window. What's up?
I was just saying to, Tokas, now that we've arrived at this kind of, like, pretty much into the thick of it, I just look to Tokas and I say, "Do you want me and Lawrence to start going ahead of the escort now from here?"
Yep, that's the plan. You guys can keep a few paces forward, and hopefully, by not being visible, it won't be spotted. And then you can, relay if you see anyone. If you do, just wait out until they're gone.
Alright.
And you see, Turkus pulls out his staff, and he holds it in front of him and starts swinging it in circles in front of his face. And then he looks at you and looks at Lawrence, and he almost swipes like a brush, trying to draw his signature. And the color is taken away from the both of you, and soon any line that leaves to detail your silhouette. And you both are invisible for the next 2 hours.
Amazing. Amber, may I also skulk as I go ahead?
Go ahead. Vittorio, I need a
Yeah.
fortitude check.
Fortitude, you say?
Mhm.
Sure. I can pull. Right now, I think I can pull 1,140 pounds.
No, that's fine.
Would this be something I could help Vittoria with?
You can try and like push the cart from the other direction, but I'm gonna need you to also make a fortitude check then.
Oh, okay.
I also need the cart to make this check.
Well, so we're off to a great start.
I could raise him as my own.
If you think it would be wise, I can give you my inspiration die for the fortitude check.
Well, it's a little bit late for that.
Oh, yeah, true.
There is someone I am looking for. You. Okay.
That's probably all good.
Vittorio, you begin dragging the wagon as it begins to sink away into at least 2 feet of bog. And the water is not the problem, but the mud that kind of like climbs up and around the wheels and like kind of like sucks in vacuum, which means that you have to pull it out every time you get out of one of these little holes to put it into the next pool is just a pain.
Oh, what the fuck? This is so heavy!
No fucking shit. It's a bunch of fucking medical supplies.
Toka's sitting on the cart so that his papers don't get into the mud. You guys are doing great.
Stealth mission.
Eventually you feel a push from behind you, Vittorio, as these like little legs come out of the bottom of the cart and begin like pulling themselves out of like the bog pools.
Or you blink.
Does it suddenly kind of like move away? So that I'm
Mhm.
pushing and then suddenly it just kind of like goes
Yep.
forward without me expecting it?
Yep.
Okay, I eat a face full of mud. I imagine that is exactly what I'm like. "Ah!"
Flomp. There is like a very painful sounding splat as Azarius just topples forward into the water.
Tokus looks around. You okay, buddy?
Did you just pull it? Yeah. Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
He looks at himself.
No, I mean Vittorio, not you.
I've been pulling this entire
Dead weight.
time.
Just suddenly gave away. Didn't expect it. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, you're covered in muck. Everyone else has their boots covered in muck, at least 2 feet of them.
All
Vincent,
right,
can you
okay.
make me a perception check?
I don't think
I
Which
anyone
is
definitely can.
observation.
2 feet.
I would like to use my inspiration with
Yeah.
this check.
Am I-
Lawrence?
Yeah.
Where's my observation? Up, observation. Yeah.
The knight who say yeah.
Hiya.
This is why I should always pick proficiency in observation, guys.
Now roll me a D5, Lawrence.
Or 1d5. If you do not pick proficiency in perception in D&D game, you are literally trolling. You are sabotaging my game.
Honestly, I've trolled. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't pick fucking proficiency in observation. I'm sorry.
I feel like when
What
you're playing
absolute
like
troll.
a high wisdom character, it's like a
You're
huge
asking
shame
for
not
it.
to.
I don't feel that way.
Like it's just a very
You never
useful
play
skill
high
to have,
wisdom
you know?
characters.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm even playing a
Name
high
one.
wisdom, a high intel. Her name is Anastasia, and she sees ghosts.
And she's
She
very.
also-
I see
and
dead
she's
people.
she's
I
very
see dead people,
wise,
literally.
And
I'm
she came
incredibly
to the
wise.
conclusion that human or that living things aren't worth the effort.
Yeah, I am racist against living people. Whoops.
What the fuck?
Anyway, anyway, that's a story for another day.
That's true.
Damn.
Yum yum yum.
Sam, just double check. You were aware that we took the normal cart, right? And not the living wagon.
Wait, you took the normal cart?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
we
a normal
made a
card.
decision last
Oh, that's nice. 1 exhaustion for both of you.
Oh, cooked.
Ah.
I
So
bet
I
you wish
didn't-
you took
so-
a not them.
But Amber.
You didn't face plant at least. You
I
do have
didn't
feet covered in
fin-
muck.
I did not taste the dirt in that case. Let's go.
Well, I already have this ability checks. That's great.
Yo, these boxes are exhaustion. I didn't know that.
Ah,
The more you know.
Honestly.
Boxes.
Like around your
Yeah, in the
armor
supply
class.
cart. They have exhaustion in them.
Oh, with the new
If you open them, you
sheet.
get 5 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
What?
No, it's the new sheets.
The new sheets.
So, well,
I'm on
yeah,
the tidy sheet.
yeah, I'm also using the tidy sheet.
Oh, right, the new D&D Beyond
Yeah.
sponsored one.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. That works. Lawrence, you are the first to see it as you are flying overhead.
Mm-hmm.
And Vincent will notice it maybe 10 seconds later. But you see in the distance this wave ripple across the bog in the direction of your party. It looks like the ground itself is like has turned to a shade of gray and is now like rippling and like rolling over the little hills in the bog and through the water at like a rapid scuttling pace. Like rolling,
boy.
rolling, rolling.
Oh, brother.
Shit. It's daytime, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how far away from the party am I?
How far away do you want to be? You can fly stealthily, like half your speed, which makes you just a
I'm,
little bit faster than the party, but
alright. I will telepathically tell Crowley to that something is coming and he needs to warn them, and I'll do this, and then I will zip around and begin flying back. Oh, actually, wait, no, it's coming. He said it's coming towards the party. It's like
yeah, it's moving like the opposite direction the party is moving in, so it is moving towards them.
Okay. I will. Does it look like a land shark?
No, it doesn't look like it's not like the ground is caving in. It just looks like there's literally like a gray wave rolling over the land.
Gray wave.
Mm-hmm. It is still at least 150 feet away from you, so like it is. It doesn't have much definition to it for you.
Am I getting the same kind of at ground level POV? How
Yeah.
big is this wave or hill that it's making? How big are these ripples? Like a wave size, basically.
It is like a 10-foot cube.
Oh,
So
fuck.
it's like you don't see it until later because you have a different perspective on it. So Lawrence like definitely sees it first, but you two eventually see like the hills in the distance. Every now and again, you see them like almost like jump up for like a foot, and then like whew, get closer, rolling, rolling, rolling.
Okay, I'm
How-
going to.
Sorry, go.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go. No, you go ahead.
I was
Please
gonna
ask
say
your
how.
question.
I was gonna say how wide is this wave that's being formed? Like, you've given me the height of it, but like how wide are we talking? Like,
Like
is this
5 feet max.
Oh, okay. So it is likely to be a creature rather than like a natural phenomenon of just like, I don't know, some fucking natural bog wave or something. Otherwise, it would probably be longer. So it's probably quite easy to surmise that this thing might actually be a creature instead. Okay.
Mm.
Go on, Lawrence, with whatever you were going to do.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that it's coming straight for the party. And Lawrence assumes that maybe it's like detecting like the party, based on the movements through the mud.
Mm-hmm.
And so he is going to basically fly off a different direction to the party and shoot down and land in the mud.
Alright, splatch. You two splat into the mud. It reeks, Lawrence. Like, this
Yep.
stench is gonna follow you for a while. You see the wave moving. It's like more difficult to see from the land than it is from up in the sky, since it is actually very low to the ground.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't move in your direction. Meanwhile, Tokas, you are karate chopped in the neck.
Uh-huh.
There's just like a slap in the back of your neck as this like meaty tube like hits you.
I turn around. I see the fucking centipede.
The
trying to
centipede
crawl into
is
me.
there. The centipede is there. His like tube arms have become like these pointy sticks, like pointing up in the sky.
I blink. I look up at this guy.
They begin waving like a wacky arm waving inflatable tube man.
All right. Well, seems we got some problems. We better try to hide.
You see the tube like slowly like creep closer to you, like while you're still looking at him, you know, but like he's trying to move so slow that it's like imperceptible to your eye.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll relay the information to Vittoria and Zoris.
Yeah, not really sure where the fuck we're gonna hide.
Are there any like reeds or tall grass growing in this bog?
There's no real reeds growing here. It's like it's literally a bog in the middle of the woods. There's still trees growing here as well. So there are like small trees. There's bushes, but not really reeds.
I was just looking for natural terrain, like vegetation that is big enough to hide.
It's almost closer to like quicksand than it is like an actual full-sized bog, because bog exists on both sides of the Grey Spine, but this is pretty far out, so it's not
Love
proper
that.
swampland.
Grab some shrubbery real quick.
Yeah. We can grab some shrubs and then just stay still.
All right, make me a concealment check.
One for each of
Go
us.
tell me if Vincent. Yeah, I need the group concealment check here.
Cooked.
Along the same line of thought, Vincent also thought, after analysing that this thing is quite likely a creature,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, instead of just kind of casually jogging, which is what I've been doing, I'd like to use all of my fucking 70 foot of movement with dash actions to like go diagonal away from this creature, so that it's like if you put it on a compass, let's say that this thing is going straight south towards us. I'd like to go like diagonal towards the west, get a good put a good fucking pace in to get like maybe 100 or so feet away. And although it's probably going to drop my stealth and invisibility, I would like to pull my halberd out and thwack the everling fuck out of a tree or something. Basically create noise and reverberations.
Sure. You could do that.
I will do exactly that. And then I'll, see if this mound, this thing, changes its course or not based on noise or movement.
A few things are happening here. Oh yeah, go ahead, Sarius.
No,
my lord. Okay.
I was going to ask what happened to inspiration, just in case, maybe, but then I rolled anyway and rolled a 7. Wait a minute. No, that's not the result. This is the result because I'm exhausted.
It is, the inspiration goes to you and Topaz, so that's that. Alright, like all of the party kind of just like stands still. Vincent begins whacking a tree in the distance. And you can see, I mean, it's a bit more difficult to see for you now, Vincent, because you are like almost diagonal away from it. But the party, when they finally see it, and it gets within like 90, 80, 70, 60 feet of them, the party can see how it slowly begins to like turn away from where Vincent is. And like just keep running and like away from him. It's still going to end up parallel with the party, but you know.
Oh, so it hasn't come towards me then?
No.
Basically. Huh. Okay.
If we see something move towards us, I guess
You
my
do.
first we don't. Oh, never mind.
You do? No, you see it. That's what I
we
just
do.
said.
Okay, well, I guess the first idea is to move away from it. Which is why,
Alright, you begin pulling the cart out, Meanwhile, you feel like a touch on like the back of your head as like Crawley like strokes the rim of your hat with his like tentacle. Now he's allowed to get close.
I'm gonna go a little bit away from him.
So
I'm
you
going-
begin moving the cart away from the wave, and also yourself away from Crawley. And Crawley is just like, he just like keeps getting like very slowly getting closer. The wave makes not impact, but moves past you. And you see now when it is as close as it gets, 20 feet away from you as it passes by. It is not a mound of dirt or a land shark, but a swarm of rats that continuously jump high over the bog and then like scuttle through the water. They swim through and then they move like a wave along the bog, running at top speed.
What the fuck?
Well,
Are you rats or cranium rats?
They look like regular rats. They go chip 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 chip.
Okay. That's
And for Ratigan to gain an army, command them.
I don't know about that. We need cranium rats for that.
And you see this swarm of rats chitter past.
Oh,
Well, if they don't
Nice.
decide to eat all our supplies, then I suppose we can keep going after a few minutes.
Oh, but you don't have to wait a few minutes.
That's true. We can start moving immediately.
Yeah. Because you get to push now.
I will. am not able to push. The bog is probably taller than my armpits.
I look at him with like a deadpan and say, then at least get off the cards.
I can help push, says Jace as she gets off the cart and
Ah.
like rolls up her sleeves and she
I
will get in
would-
the mud. She gets into the mud.
Yeah.
Vittorio Jace gets off, and suddenly it's like so much lighter.
UCB a Gucci
So
at
mean.
Gucci.
Well, of course his I am these.
Ah.
She
Thank
shows you
you
her muscles and she starts pushing.
Focus is heavies.
But how am I heavy? What?
He's learning! Sorry, it's like smiles as he looks
Doesn't
at
take a lot.
Wow.
Jace like puts a like offended face. She's like,
Wow.
I
doesn't
have an
understand-
idea.
He doesn't
Focus
understand
and
what's
We'll have
believes
this
it.
folding boat. Why don't we use this?
What?
Well, it's liquid. It would work.
It's mud.
And mud is still liquid, sorry.
That's not how it works.
Are you sure? Have you tried?
I look
Lawrence,
at the mud.
you now see something else coming from the same direction the rats came from, bounding
I
across
knew
the bog.
something was fucking chasing them.
It looks like
Shoot up the air,
Like
pushing them
a-
with my feet.
it's not too tall at all. It's like a medium-sized creature max, maybe like a wolf or something. Like a wolf or a dog that's like jumping across the bog, like chasing these rats.
I tell Crawley.
Crawley stops
in
in dead his tracks from where he's about to touch Tokas again as he listens to your message.
It's like, Crawley, something else is coming. Tell them they need to hide.
He sends you the mental image of the back of Tokas's head. You see
Tell him.
you see him like in the
Stop
POV,
that.
you see his tentacle like in the corner, like slowly reaching for Tokas.
I swear to God, I will smite this creature.
I'm like, I tell
See you
him.
again.
I'm like, stop that.
The tentacle slowly retreats from the like
I
series of
send
images
him
that
an
are being
image
sent to you.
of him being eaten by the giant wolf that is bounding towards them.
He goes stiff as a board. Like he literally just goes, all his little legs go like stiff, and he begins like scuttling in a like rapid circles, and like slapping Tokas on the back.
I look back and the Crawley just keep abusing me. I look back to the rest of the party. Seems like it's something else.
Oh,
We might,
fuck.
we might just
Dude.
like want to move away from the central path, like perpendicular, and he just points to the opposite direction toward Vincent. Right? Let's this time try to move as fast as we can away from the main path. Let's move away from here.
Then push.
do I see
But this
anything of this?
creature, yeah, you too see him. A dog or a wolf bounding across the bog in the direction of your party. It does not respond to you like beating the stick because it has clearly seen the party and their little cart.
Oh, shit.
that's cap.
Can I get to the party before it can?
Make me What are we gonna do for that?
Exert.
Yeah, make me an exert check with dexterity to get there faster than this literal,
Exert.
than this canine.
With dexterity, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Fondava. Let's do exactly that.
Actually, I would like it. I would like whatever. I was gonna say an initiative check, but it's the same idea.
15. Am I faster than a hound is the real fucking question here.
The answer is, you're pretty evenly matched, Vincent. As both you and this dog reach the party, like in a T-split, you like reach each other at the same time. As this dog jumps for you.
Oh. Is it attacking me or?
I think should be us, the rest of the group.
Well, guys, you asked for a dog, and God delivered.
It got delivered indeed. This is a split-second decision, Vincent. A dog literally jumps up through the air, mouth open, right at you.
But him, isn't he invisible?
No, I unvisible when I was thwacking the tree to see
Yeah,
if
he started
whatever this...
beating the shit out of a treant that was sleeping, and like...
Oh, fuck, wait, hold on.
Oh my god, Eoten, is that you?
I didn't mean it. Yeah, well, I guess I'll fucking baseball bat the shit out of this dog that's jumping at me if I can with my halberd straight into the mouth. Interception.
Interception tactics, indeed. Vincent, roll me an initiative check against this dog.
Initiative.
Oh, I get these with advantage. Wait, it says there's no combat encounter for me to be able to roll this.
Oh, it's okay. I will do it for you.
Thank you. Yeah,
You see my dog? 4.
4.
4.
I'm assuming this
The
is part of
answer's
a
4.
greater hound party, by the way. I'm assuming there's
Whoa,
actually like a master to this thing.
This dog is so sad, it's choking.
He's a dog. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that dog.
Interception.
Vincent, you're the first to act. We're not gonna roll a whole initiative for this, because it's just a dog. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I see this
You
dog
baseball bat
running.
it?
Yeah, I see this dog running towards
Make me an attack
me.
against the dog. See if you can hit the dog.
Sure thing. 15.
That's a hit.
I don't know.
You crack this dog over the head as it makes motion to like slam into you. You break its momentum, and it like goes like a little like shooting like ninja star. It goes like sprawling onto the ground, but it shakes its head off. Its jaw dislocated, and it stands back up, and it like makes this like rumbling sound. Saliva is like dripping and like mixed with blood out of its mouth, and it wheezes, and not just from you like hitting it in the head.
Does it have a collar? Any marks of ownership? Because my natural instinct is that this is like a bloodhound dog type thing that a party that's slightly behind it is using, but like a patrol or something. But it might not be. I don't know. Does it look like it has ownership? Is it kept? Is it fed? Is it malnourished?
It's looking very scruffy. It is not malnourished. It's definitely, you know, like full dog, you know, full dog fullness. What the fuck? It looks to be a healthy weight, like at a quick glance, but it doesn't wear like a collar or a vest or anything of the sorts.
I'm just gonna hold there with my halberd, like in between, like I guess it and the party as I intercepted it, and I'm just gonna see what the fuck it does next, I suppose.
The dog tries to bite you, is what it tries to do.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to knock this guy out.
A boink. Do, 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 do. The dog's pupils are like these tiny little pinpricks. Its hair pulls on end in a display of maybe fear, maybe aggression, and is going to make an attempt at biting you.
It
Yeah, this
attacks
thing's
and
actually a
hits.
fucking stray. Oh fuck.
Amber revealing that it actually deals 66 damage with its bite.
What the fuck are you saying? No. That would be something.
It's not hit.
It does not hit, indeed. It tries to, like, snap at you, but you just manage to push your halberd in between, and instead its teeth go like... This animal is growling. There is... no stopping. It does not back down.
I will be using the blunt end of the halberd to see if I can knock this thing out. My animal handling checks are not great, guys. My actions are either by force or by hope. So
I was about to say, if the rest of the party wants to do something, you are free to do so. Otherwise...
yeah,
A beast level check or a diagnosis check to figure out if this is some sort of dog under the influence of mutations or perhaps it has some sort of disease.
Go ahead.
How far away is this?
This is like near you. This is right in front of your cart that you're still pulling.
Oh, well. Oh.
I
Yes.
will be doing these next attacks with non-lethal, by the way. I don't want to actually kill this thing.
Mhm.
I've assessed that this thing is probably an actual stray and is fighting for its life, bless its soul. So I will be doing this non-lethally. But I'll let these guys do whatever they want to do first.
Yeah.
Zarus
Victoria?
is just still pushing the thing.
Jace is up to her fucking neck in the, in the bog.
I know.
Vittorio.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of need to keep pushing, can't you?
Alright, in that case,
Or
Vittorio just
drag-
pulls then.
Dragging around a pool or
Lawrence
whatever.
arrives like shooting from above and sees that Vittorio that things are being managed and Vincent is stealing with the stray. Lawrence will shout out, "Everything okay down there? I keep scouting, or?"
That just gives you a thumbs up.
You can make me one more
Alright.
attack, Vincent.
Yeah.
Ooh. Alright, the dog goes down. It was surprisingly tough to get this creature to go down and stay down. And now that you're looking down on it, Tokas, it doesn't look healthy at all. Its breathing is ragged. It sounds almost like every breath it takes, it is drowning in its own lungs.
No.
There are oozing lesions that cover its body and mat its fur, and its eyes are almost like dull looking. Its gums are drawn up high across its teeth, indicating to you a little bit of a lack of water, so some definite dehydration despite the fact that it's the bog.
Can I
There's
detect
dehydration.
magic with this dog?
Sure.
I'll also make sure I like kind of hold it in my arms above the bog so it doesn't just start fucking like gargling and drowning. So I'll hold it in my arms. Poor fucking
yeah, you
creature.
can put it in the cart. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll bring. Well, I'm not gonna put it in the cart. I'm not fucking making Vittorio like to carry even more fucking weight. I'll carry this
The
thing.
dog
that's
is
fine by me.
it's a very light dog, so that's something, I guess.
Oh, that's good. It's a chihuahua. It took 2
I'll
halberds.
still carry myself.
It's like a beagle.
I can fucking side eye see Vittorio's face pulling this. I'm not gonna fucking make him drag anymore. I don't mind carrying this thing. I feel a bit bad.
You detect magic, Tokas, but you don't
Yeah.
sense anything magical about this creature.
So this is a. I understand. Can I make a diagnosis check instead to
Sure.
to figure out if maybe this is some sort of rabies or some other disease?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say to
I'm rolling terrible today. No.
I'll say to Tokas whilst he's doing looking over the dog, and might as well say, "Can we get Lawrence down here? I mean, I feel a bit bad
I'm
for this
over
thing."
here.
Oh, if I could look to it.
I stay from above.
Looking cute.
Now that you mention it, you can kind of hear the flap, flap, flap of
But
wings
if we
above
don't
you.
know what it is that afflicts it, then we're not going to be able, well, to do much about it the next time we encounter it.
Could be a curse, no?
No
Let's-
idea.
So, as you look at it, there's something wrong with its breathing, but you're not really sure what it is. It could be anything. It could be laryngitis. It could be like lung disease. It could be something that's physically obstructing its throat.
Lawrence,
Let me get
maybe
I'll
is this
get Lawrence to come
something
down.
to do with the disease thing that's in the town?
It could be. That's why I was trying to figure out what this thing had, but no idea. Some sort of disease for sure.
Can you try, Lawrence? Maybe, I don't know, do that thing that you do where it like gets rid of disease or something? I mean, I feel really bad for dislocating its jaw, and I think it's just a rabid animal trying to survive out here.
Zarius leans over next to Vincent's ear and just says, "You know what you could do after we help it?
What?
You know, make sure it has a good life."
Yeah, so we could
Slavery.
I thought we could take
Slavery?
maybe. I mean, it's not the best place to be doing this. I know we've got a lot on our hands, but maybe we should at least take it back to the P town after. Maybe he can like find a better life there.
P-Town?
That sounds good.
Shake my head for a moment.
Emperor, I'd like to look into it.
He's a tough little guy.
Doing what, Lawrence?
I'd like to see what's wrong with it, or if I can identify the kind of disease that might be afflicting it before I just try and cure.
I would let you, but Toka's just rolled to diagnose it.
Oh, okay. In that case, can I reset its jaw?
Yeah, you can apply first aid.
Okay.
Fuck. I feel so bad.
I pray to the Star Child and say, "Be merciful." on
You
even
feel-
those who are without your light.
You feel 1d4 empathy flow through you.
Yeah, I have so much empathy. Dong, dong, dong.
The Star Child has massive empathy for this dog. Like, one less than he would for humans, but like still 3. So that's a
Yeah.
24. Lawrence, you managed to set the dog's jaw. You have to like kind of use a little bit of supplies from like your first aid kit to like bind it back into place. It's gonna need to drink through a straw for a while, I guess.
Yeah, Vincent really fucked his jaw up. He like pulverized that.
This thing
ligaments
literally
just torn apart,
leaped
like,
at me.
Someone fucking ripped. A
Like,
sack of
if for
potatoes.
you two, it's hard to do to diagnose where the issues of Vincent and Dusapon begin and where
That's
the other
true,
ones
that's true. This dog
end.
is so fucked
This
up. He
thing-
looks like a zombie at this point.
This thing leaped at me, and with the flat end of the halberd, I just fucking slapped it across the
God,
face.
You guys,
Like I said, it literally turned into a ninja star, like all the legs
Oh, God.
spinning.
oh no!
Started spinning in the air.
You guys,
Shooting star.
but you guys think there's something wrong with it? Like
There's
outside,
definitely something wrong with it.
outside of Vincent absolutely abusing this animal.
Definitely something wrong with the outside of Vincent's abuse. I mean, its lungs
I thought it
do
was
not
a-
work properly. Its eyes have some sort of film over it. Might be
Give me-
dehydration, but
Give
his
me a
behavior
moment.
was not normal.
I'm gonna kneel down. Oh, sorry, Lawrence. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like I didn't get to finish what I was doing at all. After resetting its jaw, I wanted to see if I could, I guess use one use of my water skin on it, and then since the Star Child has so much empathy for this creature, I'll just do a cure disease on it. And then you can do what you want to do, Zaris.
Yeah, no, as you do that, I will go next to it, like as you touch it, and I'll kneel down next to you as well, and I'll open up my mind. I'd like to use Witch Sight
Mm-hmm.
to see if this creature is experiencing anything. What's going on inside of its mind? What touches it, so to say, if anything.
Okay.
Wabam! 21.
As Lawrence is like working away upon this creature, bandaging it, putting like a moth pillow underneath it, and then finally cure diseasing it, lesser restoration upon this creature. You see it go through like various stages. There is a sort of darkness that hangs above it, almost like a cloud of rain, a perpetual sadness that clings to this creature. That kind of blocks the weave. It's almost as though the energy that flows into it flows out crooked on the other end. Like it is a dream catcher for all the bad stuff around it. But then Lawrence gives it some water. He uses a spell upon it, and you see the spell flow into it, and it's almost as though when it leaves the dog's body again, it comes out clean, undistorted. Dog slaps. Like a breath of fresh air, like the rain has stopped and the clouds have broken over. It's still overcast, but a perpetual sadness slowly washes away for an inner calm. As the creature is now just laying there, panting. It's still not breathing like the best, but Lawrence is like washing away some of the gunk, like the lesions. They turn to scabs rather quickly, and they peel off and fall off into the bog.
That was a sorrow.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Oh, but whatever sorrow this thing had, whatever you did, Lawrence, worked.
Disease, most likely. That's what sorrow it had.
So much
I
now.
just extended the empathy of the Star Child to it. It's could be the small start of something greater. No need to feel bad, Vincent. You did what you had to. You felt threatened, and it's normal.
Take
you like to-
responsibility until we get back to P-Town. I feel a bit bad for the guy.
You can take care of the dog for the travel then.
I will. I'll fly ahead. You just. Yeah.
Gonna be out for a while.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there's
I don't want to
there's
put him on the cart, so the Vittoria's already dragging enough. I'm not going to put it in the cart. I'll pick its weight.
That's exactly what I was going to suggest. So
And
The empathy extends.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
No, tell me, what is it?
Before I go ahead to scout, I will also give Crawley a pat and give him some physical touch to let him know that he did good.
You like turn to the cart where Crowley was before, where you know he was, and then like he's not there. And you're like, huh? And then you turn around, you see Crowley like reaching to like pet the dog with his tentacle. He's just like standing on like tiny little hind legs to its full height to like reach up and pet this dog while Vincent is holding it.
Lawrence, what is he trying to do? No, it's not dead, Claw. You can't take it.
It's trying to. He's just trying to pet the dog like you're doing.
Okay.
He pets the dog. Vincent, after he pets the dog, he pets you.
Insane.
I like retract my hand. I'm a bit weary of it.
Sad centipede face. He turns around and scuttles back to the cart.
That's what I thought.
I turn my head slowly to Vincent and I say, "For now, what shall we name him?"
I don't have to give it a name.
If you give it a name, you have to keep it, says Jace, drowning in the bog.
As he says, I instinctively put my hand on like in front of her face, like no.
I'm not keeping the dog. I'm not naming the dog. It's, you can have a better life at P-Town.
Mm-hmm. Of course. As Vincent begins walking off, Jace turns to Uzarius. 5 gold that he names the dog.
Oh, that's so much
A lot of
money.
She
Yeah,
looks at
you
you.
could
She looks at you with empathy. She says, "I'm also okay with 5 silvers."
Oh.
Ooh,
5 silvers,
poor,
good.
bro. Poor.
Think of the
my
money
se-
you could
my-
make, because
My
Aries you bet
700
5 gold.
Uzarius doesn't have any faith in you.
But think of the money you could
But I
make,
look at
Aries.
I look at Jace and say, you know that only works if I disagree with it, but that's what I would bet on.
Okay, then we both bet. I bet he's doing it within 2 days.
Ooh, no. I bet it's gonna take him at least 4. He needs to warm up to the dog.
I bet it's gonna take.
Today, maybe tomorrow.
Amber, what does Delphine bet on?
Delphine also on the cart.
Delphine looks at the dog.
I name him.
What if the dog already has a name? She says, like, question mark.
I mean, that's a good point.
You're always so wise.
She nods wisely.
That's exactly what I said. Wait, why not being called wise?
Vittorio
Literally
praising
my first-
one child and neglecting the other.
Literally, the first thing I said when I said just a name, I was like, it probably already has a name. It doesn't need a name. It doesn't get any fucking.
Everyone, Vincent, you're so stupid. Delphine saying the same thing 5 minutes later. Oh, you're such a smart girl.
You're so smart, Cookie. You're the favorite. Not that stinky Vincent. Ugh.
That stinky dark elf. Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah, damn.
All of you are stinky, by the way. Like, you all reek. Like, anyone could smell you coming from a fucking mile.
Damn.
Oh, man.
So sad.
It's okay. Just your boots.
Yippee.
And no further do you have to go than the area where the rats were first spotted. That the bog ends, and you feel just solid ground. A little bit soggy every now and again, but solid ground under your feet. By now, a steady drizzle of rain rains down through the canopy. But apart from your own creaking cart and creaking bones, the forest is quiet again. I need a D4.
Huge. A4.
Interesting.
High is good, right?
That many red dragons show up.
Yippee! I can ask him how to educate my baby.
I can ask them if they could do a blood transfusion with me.
What do my
Just a
instinct
quick one.
do? A quickie.
I mean, I could ask that too, but I'm not sure the dragon would be too pleased about that question.
Half dragonborn, let's go. 3/4 dragon.
It is what it is. The rats and the dog are not the only creatures that you see, although the rest of the wildlife so far is quiet around these parts. You see a little skunk. You see the skunk before it sees you. As it's like trudging like between the trees, heading towards the road that is not too far away. You wouldn't want to lose track of it, but it like scuttles towards the road with his little like tail swishing left and right. You see a hawk in the distance that dives into the bushes, grabs a little rodent, and flies off again. You hear the sound of other birds singing their spring calls, hoping to find a mate before summer sets in and it's time to raise young. Sunka. And thus, another hour of travel passes. At some points, you get pretty close to the road, although you don't see any people traversing it. And at other points, it is no more than a very distant blip of light among the thick canopy. There's 30 more minutes of blissful silence before not an obstacle, but a landmark crosses your path. Vincent, Lawrence, you see in the distance something that looks like a tree covered in red ribbons. Like someone has celebrated a party there, and they put all these like what do you call it? Red strings around the tree,
Ribbon.
like all through its branches. You know, like ribbons. What do you call them? The long
Streamers.
strings, streamers. Yeah, streamers. It's not directly on your path, but it is. It's kind of like a diagonal from where you're traveling. In a small
Waste
clearing.
Lawrence's energy to come back and forth, so with the dog on my fucking shoulder, I'll do a light jog jog back to the group. Nothing too pressured, but I'll do a light jog back to the group.
With the fireman style dog slung
Yeah.
over his shoulder, Vincent returns to you guys.
There's a tree covered with these red cloths or something wrapped around it. I mean, doesn't seem peculiar, but civilization maybe? Maybe we're getting close to the town. I don't know if it's not necessarily on our path, but
Can I make a regional lore check? Figure out if that's a folklore thing or a custom around here.
Sure, you may.
21. Bless you.
Some of the like northern parts of the Burag do have these customs in spring. where they decorate trees, almost like people would do with Christmas trees, but then they use spring flowers and ribbons. It could be something like that. Though normally this would be in trees inside of the town. Not many people like to go out of town to do this.
I mean, it makes sense. Well, it is a sort of spring celebration towards the end of it. It's a sign that there are people nearby, or at least a presence thereof, but the fact that it's out of the village is not exactly reassuring. I will leave it be nonetheless. If it's such a visible landmark, then disturbing it might, leave signs of our passage to whatever patrols are running through these woods.
Yeah. Maybe we should just keep an eye out for patrols now if this is where civilization is going to start.
I
Be
feel
careful.
like this is where it might start to get tough.
By the way, we're smuggling a cart into this town, right? Or
Yep.
Does this town have walls?
It's a village, as far as I'm aware. There's around the Jace.
There shouldn't be any. No, there's no walls.
Aren't they just going to
I
find
don't
it
know
a bit?
how they would keep people out if there's no like walls, or keep people in if there's no walls. I mean, there's like a little bridge, I guess. There's like a stream with like a bridge, but that's only on like one side of town, so it's not like
Maybe they have encampments around the other side.
And, I mean, let's be honest, we stick out like a sore fucking thumb. Aren't we gonna just, even if we dodge all the patrols, once we get to the village, aren't we gonna just be caught?
Well, hopefully not. Maybe we can hide within a house or somewhere else abandoned and plan from there.
Alright. Leave it up to you, Capitan.
We should get there within the night. Once it gets dark, we'll be able to move around more easily. This is, the human empire of the Burek. If there's one thing they're notoriously not good at, is seeing in the dark.
Okay. We'll stay clear of it then. We should probably move a bit more towards the left if we want to avoid it.
Right.
And I'll move ahead and I'll see if I can spot any other abandoned buildings or something as we get closer. Alright, come on, bud. Flops the dog's head to make sure he's comfortable. I'll start jogging forward again.
You avoid the tree and keep moving. The sun has crested over its highest point already. It is now on its pretty short way back down. But it filters through the canopy overhead every now and again, shining in your eyes and upon your faces and in the path. Eventually, plumes of smoke crest over the trees up ahead, spotted by Lawrence with relative ease, if he even just momentarily pops his head out above the canopy. The village is very close.
Almost.
Well, we gotta keep our wits together now. Let's make sure that no one spots us, and we'll get through in no time.
Lawrence puts his wings away.
You fall from the sky.
and die.
Flomp.
You skydive
Yippee!
300 feet without wings and just fucking splatter against the ground.
Yippee! And then whip them back on out to buffet my fall. Or soften my fall before I plump next to Vincent.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, well, Jesus Christ wouldn't exist. Fucking hell.
Mighty
Mother
star
Knight.
child.
Yeah. Don't do that. Scared the living shit out of me.
Lawrence smiled.
Did you see anything up there?
Pull a smoke up ahead. We're almost there.
Alright, we can probably rejoin with the others then and tell them.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my wings away, hey, now that we're closer.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Do you intend to leave that dog, or bring that dog to this town, or is the intention that you wanted to leave it somewhere, where it's not going to, I guess, be at risk, maybe near to some normal water, so when it wakes up it can have a sip. It'll be dehydrated. Want to rest more.
I've been giving it some of my water skin, but if I'm honest, Lawrence, I didn't really think about it that far. I just thought I could take it back to Peafield after we're done here. I feel like that was a nice enough place for a dog to live out its life, right?
Perhaps, yeah. It's just... well... I guess I just worry. You know, you can't... you might be able to put it in a better environment, but there's no guarantee that it will be a good fit for that environment.
I think maybe it'll be a bit too wild for the folk there.
It's possible. And if someone's child ends up with an infected bite when I'm not around to cure it.
Well, these, all, tidied up, right, from you? Or...
yeah.
I guess you're all right. Maybe leaving it in a town where it could just be a rabid dog and bite children maybe isn't the best idea.
Well, you could look for an owner. Maybe someone is looking for a mutt. Or, a friend.
Tokest, how did you sneak up on us?
No, that's true. I forgot you guys are far away.
Oh, Tokus is here.
Jesus Christ, I fucking hate short people.
No, I guess I'll be its guardian until I can figure that out. I mean, maybe once it wakes up, it'll make its own decision, right?
That's true. It won't be able to really bite you, but say it starts following us. Then what do we do?
Find it a home? Give it to someone that would like a pet?
Okay, Vincent. I don't know. I don't want you or others to have heartbreak or difficulty. I guess I'm just
I appreciate that
thinking ahead. When I'm up in the sky by myself and there's nothing around really, I have a lot of time to think. Other people's feelings.
I feel, how does this work in terms guilty or responsible for looking after it slightly after I understand entirely, and I don't feel, rotten to the core about what I did. At the end of the day, I was acting to protect you guys, so it was on good stead, but I feel slightly responsible to at least see it to good health.
I think anyone would have done that in your case as well. Many people would have simply flinched. I know I would have, or I may even do so these days. Not battle hardened as I am, but sorry, as you are, but I think you did the right thing, and I think it's only natural for you to feel this way. And I think it is very good that you do feel this way.
Good. I feel he's vindicated, the right word? No? Accepted?
Yes. Both are fine.
You see a smile, a genuine smile on his face. Oh, good. Oh, I'll sit back to the others and tell them about this smoke signaling.
Yippee! Downtime. We got it, guys. No patrols. We're so good.
Shall return together to the party.
And so you do. You return with the news that town is not too far away. So the party continues its slow trudge forward. I need a group skulking check.
Boy, oh boy, is this going to
getting
go well.
up to
Don't worry, guys. I'll bring us up the average.
You did. Look at you, bro. Look at you go. Am I
This is
right?
finally in my toolkit. We've reached an area where my toolkit is acceptable.
You fucking slapped there, my guy.
You know,
I shouldn't do this. No. I'll use an inspiration.
Sounds like you're dying.
My throat just hurts.
I had that when I had a little bit of COVID, actually. My throat hurt so much I couldn't drink water. It was terrible.
Victoria's speaking in fucking Eldritch text. 5-3
Oh,
P
huge.
Vittoria was just speaking Imperial Norm. Why don't you have that for it?
No, don't worry. Skulking with charisma, I doubt
but
it.
it's not working. I don't know what's going on with
what
the
the
language.
hell?
I do have it. Like, I can have
Does
it on my
Vittorio have... Is Vittorio speaking a weird language for you guys too, then?
No.
No.
Ugh,
I don't know why.
weird.
I think for a while my language thing's been messed up. Like, whenever I type, this is just going to be random jibber jabber. Oh, okay. Well,
it was random jibber.
Well, okay, well...
This is normal for me.
Every other time, it came up as, like, random shit.
Not like this time, but like the other times. You know. I
That's
see
good
now what you've done.
average.
You
That's
forehead, like you don't actually have the language. You just like wrote the language out. Wait, give me a moment. Elvish.
Such a normie. I just wrote it into my character sheet instead of putting it in.
I think now it might be able to work.
Yes, I see
You
it
can
now.
read what the people write. Okay, good. Ugh.
Look at me writing things into my character sheet like I'm some sort of boomer, rather than the technology of now.
Yeah, what are you? Like a pen and paper kind of guy?
Honestly.
Alright, let's see. This is not terrible. Where's TaleChasers? Oh, there. I thought I was missing someone. She had... Okay. Very good.
Yo, Delphine, bring it up the average. Let's go.
She's doing her best. Also, group
Basically
checks are not is not
invisible.
average. It doesn't work like
Bring up
that.
the average. Let's go.
Alright, stop the mean. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense.
You guys scuttle closer until you get a look at Thornmire proper. Nestled between a couple of hills and a creek, a river of sorts. Thornmire was once known as a center of faith and song. It was a sweet little halfling village. Full of devout followers who praised flora of the farmlands and who praised the light of the sun. Who attracted pilgrims to come and hear their dawn. And Jesus Christ. Okay. Who attracted pilgrims to come and hear their dawn prayers and songs. Their music. And the love that the people had for life here. But now, Thornmire lays quiet, barred behind a large palisade. "10 feet tall, of rough cut wood, mounted with sharp spikes. Around the entire village, both road and wood. And the only places where it breaks up is where, in the distance now, you see people mounted on horses. This might kill White.
Oh no, it loaded instantly.
Yippee!
Nice.
Very good. You guys are here in
Yeah,
the southern edge,
In-cart
just
map
off
is
the
great.
Yeah, I was
What?
about to say.
Very pretty.
You guys are like in this southern region, just a little bit off the map, like having a little spy here. This is where one of the Bloom kids is. With big wooden spike palisade. Oh no, the map is crunked up for Ferris.
Not crunk.
It is okay.
Pull
So
the
like,
lever.
that is new, says Jace.
Yeah, well, they of course would do something like that to keep people out. Can we not cross the river instead?
I mean, I guess we can try, but like,
I look at the river. Is there other palisades along the river as well, or is that portion of the water not blocked off?
I mean, you can't see it from here, obviously, but I'm gonna tell you, you can follow this palisade all the way around town. It is only broken up by road.
Oh, okay, so it's
Where
over
there are
the
people.
water as well.
Oh,
If you want to go physically over the water itself, you can. You'll be out in the open, but you could. They can't put like a palisade inside of the water.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If like the section where the river borders the town, if that section is also as a palisade.
oh, I thought
Yeah.
you meant that there was a palisade that was covering the river, like in front of it.
No, because the village is a little bit on both sides of the river. The river just kind of cuts through.
I see.
Makes sense.
What the fuck now, brain?
We could distract them.
Yeah, what would be the plan?
Well, one person goes up, that person runs and hide, but distracts as many of those people as possible. Rush the cart inside, and then that one person kind of has to figure their way through in their own. But at least the cart's inside.
I'm not sure splitting up is a good idea. Especially alarming them might be even worse.
They'd only know that there's one person.
They will probably assume not.
Why wouldn't they?
Because these are trained people. If there's one person, it's probably gonna be more.
I know what I can do. What
tell me.
if I approached with my wings out and I said, I am Saint, I don't know, Castiel of, I've come here to end the plague.
I don't know much about religion, but isn't that blasphemy?
First of all. Second of all, there is a mad scientist experimenting on people in that village. I feel like you're gonna end up on a table very quickly.
No, don't
I mean-
worry, it's fine. I'll just blast them.
I mean, maybe you're there to
Walk
like,
away.
maybe you'd be there to find one of your most devout followers, like a man named Winchester or something.
Oh my god.
Just
Hey, what do you know about Mr. T-Bone Winchester, who lives over at the lumber mill?
I don't think
He has a horse
blasting is
called
really.
Camaro.
As much as I like the idea of going in and blasting, I don't think that's how play here.
Right,
There's
so we
no
need to sneak in.
people looking over this river here, right?
What?
There's no people standing near the end this river as it goes through town.
No.
Where
It's
am I
kind of
in
like squeezed between two hills, so it's not like you can like walk over the edge, but you could like go over the water.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
this is-
thinking if it was possible to go through the palisade by going through the river.
Okay, and this is to visualize for me here. This is the palisade that stops us, or is it like this? Like
No,
It
this
is like all around town.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
all around.
palisade that. But just imagine it is all around town.
It's
So
like
it's
this.
around town, but then it stops at the water and then it continues after the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. I have a fantastic idea.
Uh-huh.
What's the problem? We don't need to sneak the entire cart in. We just make 5 trips, hide the cart, and just sneak the.
Yeah, we do need to bring the supplies in.
Yeah, no, each of us takes a package of the supplies, sneaks it in, drops it off on the other side, and then over. We just need to hide the cart, make contact with someone inside that can store the medicine for us, and then we're
The
good.
problem is getting through the palisade.
Through the water.
That's sure, but do you have a waterproof container? These boxes are not waterproof.
Sorry, is you're gonna go through the water?
No. I'm not suggesting I'm going through the water. I'm suggesting that all these people go through the water.
Like we're all gonna grab a package, and then you guys are gonna go in the water. Like.
Or Lawrence at this point just flies it over.
They're going to see him.
Not if you make him invisible.
Again? What do you think I'm made of? Magic?
Well,
Yes.
I mean, that's a pretty fair assumption, Dokas, to be fair.
I cannot do things that way.
He's-
I will tell you that it takes great effort to do these kind of things.
How long can you keep someone invisible?
About an hour?
That should be plenty
Double
of
it.
time for 2 hours. Should be plenty of time for Lawrence to just fly over as a carrier bird.
All right. Well, let's hope that they don't see anything wrong then happening. I turn to Jace. Okay. Do you know of any place where we can stash these supplies?
I mean, my parents, they have this, like, large courtyard.
Okay. Is it safely hidden from view from the outside roads?
I mean, there's, like, a gate but, like, we keep it closed, because otherwise, you know, the
That
little
gate
guy walks
cannot
out, Toki
stop
walks out.
me.
But,
Oh, you can
no,
fly.
I don't mean, like, it's not, it's just, like, the gate opens to the street, so people could see, you know.
Of course. Okay, well, that's what we do. We give the supplies to Lawrence. Lawrence, you're gonna fly them in, put them in the courtyard of Jace's house. How does it look like again?
Okay, well, there's the huge big church of the Dawn. It has a big tower, you know, and like it's like 2 houses to the right of it. It's like it's kind of hard to miss. It's like an L-shaped house. It's got a big courtyard.
All right. Okay. Put them in the courtyard. Then we're gonna go through the river. We can swim or walk at the bottom of the river. I can make everyone breathe underwater. That's actually I've already done it this morning. I don't know why I'm saying this again. We can walk through the river, get out of the river, and they won't notice us going through. But that is after Lawrence puts, everything back into the courtyard.
Okay.
Right, that's the plan. Let's divvy up these supplies. And I suppose we're gonna pull the cart back away from the guard posts a little bit so that we can split all the supplies into packages that Lawrence can ferry like a pigeon.
You hear the loud whinny of one of the horses that's like stepping about there at the guard post. But
Little
you
baby.
retreat back into the darkness of the forest and the underbrush.
Alright, I'm gonna cast yet another spell. Bam.
What the fuck?
Hey man, I'm already down to
Make an observation check,
Extended.
Vittorio.
Extend it. Make it 2 hours.
No, I can't.
Time to uninstall the game. Observation.
Okay.
No, Vittorio.
Still good.
They don't look like doctors, Vittorio. They look like maybe like mercenaries or something. Armed, on horseback.
The doctors are probably not gonna fight off the people, to be honest. Maybe there aren't
Unless.
I guess a 15 is not enough to maybe see a glint of a medallion or anything around their neck.
No, you don't see any medallions.
Maybe they are. Maybe there's not even the doctors. Like maybe there's no actual weeping pox doctors because this is not the weeping pox.
Yeah. It's keeping docs.
Yeah, that's what it's the cousin.
The speebing dogs.
The weeping pox.
It is full of spume.
Yeah.
You can see, Vittorio, that their clothing, let's suppose you can see their clothing is like brown and green. It has like furs. Like fur trims.
That's gotta be Slayers, man. They'd be slaying with that outfit, you know what I mean?
Love me a good fur trim, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yippee.
But yeah, we have a plan. Pretty solid at that.
Alright, we got some invisibility, we have some water breathing, the party is gonna go diving underwater.
Yeah, what's gonna happen is Lawrence is going to deposit all the boxes, all the little packets of supplies at the courtyard, and then once he's done, he's going to come back, and then we're all gonna basically walk at the bottom of the river, and then come out once we get into town.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Lawrence, I will describe what you see. As you fly overhead on the town, you see 2 things. You note 2 things. As you scoot over the palisade where these mercenaries are standing, you see there's like a little auburn animal a fox that is like kind of like dancing, like not dancing, but like it's like jumping around near the palisade, where these mercenaries are standing, like running towards them and like making a bit of noise and then like running back again, and they keep shooing it away.
Oh, it wants
This
to
is
play.
another party's druid trying to do the same thing that Zarya's done.
Yeah.
Something in your mind tickles for a second, like when you think about foxes and you think about Jenny, but it's like, this probably has nothing to do with you, and so you keep flying.
What does my dungeon master mean by that?
What the fuck?
If only you took notes. Anyway, you keep flying. Anyway, you keep flying and you
She doesn't have
move
a
over
fox
the
familiar.
town.
She has like a, it's like a cat which guards her place.
His name is Salem, and he's a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
I can hear the sound of Ferris going like Control F on his document and looking for the word fox.
No, we did encounter a fox when we walked into Jenny's hut. One that slipped through someone's legs, and then it's as if it was that there.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
Sure
What
you
is
do.
it?
Refuses to elaborate.
Yeah, literally that. That's
Classic
it.
not take behavior.
No, it
TaleChasers.
as Gabe said, indeed there was a little fox that went between his legs, but there was also a card that was drawn with a woman with fox ears, and she was cradling a fox.
Come hither.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you fly over the town, and it is not. Yeah.
Current state.
Make me an observation check as well.
19.
As you fly over the town, you don't see any people. There is no sign of life at
Oh
all.
fuck. That's creepy.
There is a little market still set up, fruit stalled out in little boxes and crates, but no people buying any of them. There's a forge with embers still smoldering, but no people poking and prodding at them to keep the fires on. There is a grand church, larger than you would expect from a place so small. But dust and dirt and grime covers its beautiful stained glass windows. Even as you land for the first time in the allocated courtyard space that Jace indicated to you, there's no sign of life. Boxes and crates are stalled out with supplies. Someone is evidently maybe like a weaponsmith of sorts. There are like a couple of like targets set up in the garden with arrows still sticking out of them. And the crates and boxes that stand outside look like they have some sort of parts sticking out of them. Their lids are still half askew on top of them. But there's no people.
I ask cruelly, Do you smell any corpses?
Is he with you?
Wasn't Crowley with Toka? Oh, like in the cart?
I mean, like we've got him here now, but okay, if you want, sure. He's not with
No,
me
it's
then.
fine.
No, it's up to you.
Yeah.
He has a pretty big sight. He doesn't smell any. He doesn't smell any corpses.
Very well. Lawrence, I'll do a quick check of. I'll go up to the window of the house. Peer inside. Do I see anyone?
You go to the window and you're like, okay, it's like a dark window. So you go up to it and you like swipe away at it, but someone has painted the window in like black, so you cannot look inside anymore. And even as you move around the building to top floors, around the front, around the back, every single window has been blotted out.
I pull Crowley out again. Crowley, I need you to get out of the centipede. And I need you to ooze inside this building for me.
He looks at
can go
you.
back inside
The
afterwards, it's
little
okay.
like tentacles like droop down. There's a like crunchy sound as he like slowly dribbles out of the side of the centipede, which goes limp in your hands because now it's just a husk. It doesn't even have innards anymore. One of the little legs falls off.
No, I'll put it down on the ground so that he can put it all back together.
And Crowley oobles inside.
Back.
Lawrence will sit on the roof and do a thinker pose
Uh-huh.
as he switches to Crowley's senses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crowley squeezes in through a crack in the wall. And he begins oobling about in the house. His senses quickly sense life. Even if he can't really see anything with his current form. He doesn't have proper vision, but you can sense life inside the house.
I see.
It is pitch black inside though. Like not a sliver of the light outside has come in at all.
Interesting. It's fine. Charlie has blind senses. She'd be okay. I instruct Crowley to find roughly where in the house is this life. And,
Upstairs in it, you'll find it in like what you may assume to be is like a bedroom. I mean, his vision is kind of awkward. Like he doesn't properly like see the world the way that we do. Everything is just like vague outlines of life. But it's okay. He doesn't have the bones to hurt when he like oobles into a wall or something.
Oh, my little baby.
But there's like the outline of two living things inside the house, like laying prone. There's also the outline of something big somewhere behind another wall, like downstairs.
Something big behind a wall downstairs. Is it like a horse?
Probably their goat.
Yeah, it could be their goat.
And they're not corpses, right? Else I'd know.
Yeah, you would know, because then they wouldn't be alive.
Okay. I return Crowley to me. And I fly back to the party.
Alright, you return to the party, having dropped your first package. They're all gearing up. Those who have water awakening outfits do that. Others have to just strip down as much as they can, because their clothing is going to get soaked.
Etharis just staring at the river, like.
Hey, I just did a quick checkout of the house. it looks like there are 2 people inside and they are alive. However, it looks like the house, it looks like all the other houses have all been painted from the inside with black. So I think whatever disease it is, it makes them very photosensitive. Something to keep in mind.
But you saw my parents.
I mean, I can't really see them through Crowley's vision. I just know that they're alive. There's 2 living people in a bedroom that I imagine is your parents' bedroom, lying there, and they're alive.
She like
don't know the state exactly.
She worries her bottom lip between her teeth for a moment, but then she seems like filled with determination as she redoes her her hair, and James begins to like strip down and just like she's ready to go into this fucking water. Like she grabs a crate, she's like, "We're going now. It's time to go."
Turns around. Yep, it's okay. They're gonna be all right. We'll be there in a moment.
I'll get back to delivering. Is there anything in particular you want me to check out while I'm there, or just in town? Because it looks like everything has just almost been like abandoned midway through whatever they were doing.
We better check down after we're all in. I can't keep this spell running forever.
Okay. Lawrence grabs the next crate and roots off, and will concentrate his efforts on getting things from point A to point B. And
Very
if I have
well.
some time after that, I will just check and query to see if if the door of the house is like locked.
You can go and try the door. It is locked.
Okay. And then I'll go and just see if there's other windows are also blackened out, and if I guess if I notice anything in particular that could be problematic in town, or I mean, sorry, if I notice anything about the church, I guess I might do a sweep of that.
Sure.
I don't know.
You
Is
can
it one
check.
of those churches with like a big bell tower or something in the middle?
Yeah, you can see the church here. It has a big old bell tower at the back. You will find that every other house also has blotted out windows and tightly locked doors. Out of some of them, plumes of smoke rise to indicate that there is at least, a fire going inside. But there is not a sound.
Is it
within any of
cold
these
today?
windows. I mean,
Spring.
it is not a very hot day. It is maybe like 14 degrees and there is a light breeze. And it's also been raining most of the morning, so with your clothing on, there's a little bit of a chill in the air.
Okay. And if these people are coming down with a cold, then makes sense to keep it warm. Do I see any other like guards or figure out where they might be like based out of?
You
The
see
church
guard
seems like the most
patrols.
likely.
You see guard patrols of mercenaries at all corners of that go into the village along the road. And you will find that there is some degree of life within the church. Like looking in through the windows, you see darkly robed figures moving between the church pews. Their silhouette is that of a raven.
Plague doctors.
Meanwhile, our friends underwater.
Amber, before we go underwater, I have a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
How thick is the palisade?
Why are you asking me this?
And could I hug it so that I don't have to like go in the water?
Okay. It is. How thick is a palisade?
Like
Can you
if I
wrap
go
his
around
arms
it, can I
around so
wrap
he can
around
hug
my
it,
hand?
not to go
so I
into the
can-
water?
You can make an attempt, sure.
If you fall and
Okay.
splash, it's going to be very bad. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Could I? I mean, I don't know. Do I have inspiration, Amber?
You got one.
Yeah,
Did
that's
I?
what you've
Oh.
got. I need a stunt check,
Okay,
dexterity, to avoid
Uh.
you like falling
Amber, I'm
or
going
like
to use this
slicing yourself open
inspiration.
on these spikes.
I'm going to use this inspiration to negate the negative that I have,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then bam.
Oh.
Let's
Alright.
go!
Stunting. Let's go.
Sorry, is without impaling yourself upon the spikes, you manage to like scrunkle in between them like a lizard trying to squeeze in between some rocks away from children. And you manage to get over the fucking. You manage to
Away
get past
from
the
children.
palisade.
Sorry,
Yes,
Yeah.
my lizards
sorry,
are
just-
virgin children.
So I just does like a yes, and then he just kind of like still skitters on the like floor like a lizard, so that he doesn't seem like moving up.
Correct. Let's have a look here. Okay. Can you make me a skulking check, Zarius?
Shit.
Ah, shit, he says!
Now you don't have
I
any
can.
Yeah.
Is reroll keeping the highest, or is reroll like?
Always you take the new roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
no
then
matter what it
11.
is.
Then 11 is pretty. Then is better than nothing.
Ooh. So by now we're a little further ahead. Zarius has squeezed himself past the hills and the water and also the palisade. And you're like laying down on the other side while the rest of the party is like slowly moving through the water like phantoms. Then you hear a sniffle. You hear a snorfer.
Snorfa.
Don't worry. I smell like shit. I don't smell like anything else.
Yeah, you do. You smell like horrible shit. Like
I'm-
everyone, like people could probably smell you from all over the place. That's probably how this guy found you, as you see a fox standing there.
I look up at the fox, and then I just do a shh.
It wags its tail.
I
And like
wag
kind of
my
like
tail.
jumps. It like jumps around.
Do I see anyone else, like noticing this fox?
At first glance, you don't see anyone. You're in like a little bit of a glade, at least. Like you're not directly in the town proper. You're like here, just past the trees. I just put Zarius here. The rest of you can put yourself underwater.
Yippee.
I'll basically like try to continue to sneak forward.
You do not have permission to upload files. What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
If the fox comes with, I mean it comes with.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
shit! What the fuck am I doing about my dog?
Water breathing.
We can.
Okay, well I guess it's going on a trip.
You go underwater with the dog.
It's still fucking
Please
unconscious.
do not tell
I'm
me
guessing.
you're bringing.
I mean, if
Is it
if
unconscious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
leave it in the cart.
I mean, if we
Bro,
needed to keep,
please,
I mean,
beg.
you can't really leave it in the cart because if we're out for more like than 3 days, and the dog will just run away.
I mean,
Bro,
you know, that's
how?
it's a dog wanting to run away. It's just, you know, really, if a dog
Yeah,
wants to run away, it's not
so what do you mean
I just-
run away? We never owned it.
I just leave it at the cart. I just leave it at the cart, right? There's the
You can
smart
leave it in the
idea.
car that you can take it with you. What do you want to do?
Well, what are the negatives of taking it with me?
No.
You have to carry the dog.
No, that's the only negative.
I mean, I can make it breathe under the water, so it's not a problem. It might wake up and start making noise, and you know that might attract some guards later on. But if you leave it in the cart, they might find it, or another predator might find it. You never know. Gotta gamble.
What a conundrum. I shall use my coin to make this decision for me.
He says, knowing that he can choose what the coin lands on.
Well, I'm going to let you roll it for me, Amber. Heads, I take the dog with me. Tails, I leave the dog in the cart. Roll it. You can be my coin today.
Heads.
I guess I'm taking it with me. That's what it is.
Alright, the dog also goes blub, 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 underwater. Sorry, the fox says that to you. No.
Is there anyone like close by that I can see?
No.
How loud is casting a spell?
Normal, like, audible volume.
I'd like to try and give this creature some food. As I then crawl further, like I put it down and then I crawl
Yeah, you
further.
put the
to
fucking.
distract it.
You put the food down. His little nose goes like down and points to the food, and then he like looks up at you again, like tilts his head, and it's almost like you see this fox raising an eyebrow, and he just like starts chasing you again and like hopping around you as you're like tiger crawling.
Quiet! Shush!
It goes quiet. It doesn't speak anymore, but it's still following you.
Calm. If you're calm, we can have a conversation about adoption later.
Head tilt.
He just crawls further ahead. He's just like. "Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo."
The head. You don't see the fox rolling its sucking eyes behind your back. Anyway, the rest of the party eventually, like, if Vittorio, you run into a big wooden pole.
I think he went to get ice.
Oh, well, that's good. Vittorio
Yeah.
blindly walks into the pole. And the rest of you blindly walk into Vittorio. A trout swims by. Oobaloop bloop bloop. A couple of those like little water skipper bugs like glide over the surface above you. They dart away from the little bubble that you leave behind. I need you guys to continue without Vittorio because he's not here.
Oh damn! I guess we'll.
Then we walk.
Yeah, is it time to get out of the water?
You eventually reach a little dock and then also a tree and a watermill.
I mean, I think we can just like get from this side of the watermill.
Yeah. Good idea.
Get
good
out,
idea, good
use the
idea.
watermill as cover through the trees.
Is that what you're saying to Vincent underwater?
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm going to slam my forehead against the log, and I'm going to start climbing up the edge of the at the edge of the watermill.
I shall follow.
And we can. I'll get out of the water. I'll try to be as quiet as I can. Scuttle on the river shore. I should take a breath, even though I really didn't need to hold my breath because I could breathe the water.
I'm gonna look at if this fox is still following me.
Yeah, he's right there. Sorry, he's right behind you whenever you look back.
Okay, are you gonna make this jump? I look at the watermill.
Sorry, this is a pretty big gap.
How big is the gap?
This river is like 25 feet across.
Well, I certainly can't jump that. Do-do-do-do. I look at the party and be
In
like,
the water, Mr. Necklace of Adaptation.
Zari's be like, do-do-do-do. See a bridge.
The fox follows you,
I'm
Zarius.
just like looking at Zarius from the shore, gobsmackled that he's literally 20 feet away.
The rest of you see Zarius tiger crawling backwards. You see a little tail following him. It's red and like darting up and down like a flag in the wind.
I turn around to the rest of the group. Well, we lost Zarius. We gotta go.
Fuck do you mean we lost Zarius?
I don't know, something came over him and he's just going back.
No, he's not going back. He went like we came from this side, or did we come from this side? Because I started here.
From this side, yeah.
Yeah. Zari's moving like this.
Exactly.
Towards the main entrance,
Towards the bridge because he doesn't want to get in the water.
which I assume is the main entrance,
That is the main entrance here.
with
I
the
need to find-
guard.
With the guards.
I need to find a place where the water is not as thick.
There isn't in this river. It's 25 feet apart. Yeah,
Anyway,
I guess we'll begin skulking.
go ahead, my skulkers.
This son of a bitch breathe underwater? What the fuck is he afraid of?
He prefers getting caught than breathing on the water. Alright. Skulking time.
Friends with consequences.
Man. Nice. It's nice. Less nice. That's fucked up, man.
No, that's only for concealment and not stalking. I see. Wait. That doesn't make sense.
What?
What does?
No, the
No?
ambush, the vigor from Cat. When we translated them into the new skill system, it says when you make a dexterity concealment check or a dexterity initiative roll.
Probably a wisdom concealment then. 'cause it's, wisdom.
Yes. I mean, I would have, yeah, if it was dexterity, I would have assumed it was skulking, but yeah, it's...
Actually, both of them can be used. Like, concealment is like standing still. Stealth, dexterity, and concealment, like hiding things from sight. Wisdom, you know, like you're
Okay.
trying to hide your
Reach.
cart.
Very well.
Oh, my
Well.
lungs.
That's still nice.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You could keep skulking. Lawrence, you eventually finish bringing your packages across. It doesn't take you much at all to smell and see Zarius scrunkling along the ground with the fox on his tail. As you are zooming across from left to right. Oh shoot, I need to roll for Jace. Well, she's a girly girl. How bad can it be?
That's not. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay.
She's like on it today. She's
a
hyper
fucking
focused.
Spec Ops for sure.
She's hyper focused. She's like covered herself in the mud from the river, you know, she's tiger crawling over the floor.
Please, though, you can stand up. We're walking in third.
She's like crab walking to make sure that like people who cannot perceive the third dimension, you know, won't be able to see her.
Fair enough.
2D walking. The rest of you too will notice that it is very quiet here in Thornmire.
God, they love the little smoke coming out of the chimney.
Mhm.
Gotta get through these houses.
Was it this house? Or...
This
That's where
This
Lawrence brought
house.
things to.
Yeah, okay. Just double check.
Not that you could see him, I don't even know where Lawrence is. Oh, here.
He's invisible. Of course you can't see him.
Yeah, that's true. I can't see him at all.
Correct.
Now, I imagine Vincent is right behind us. I would hope.
Yeah,
hope
yes,
so.
don't worry.
Yes, I am.
Now, I don't know how to put this, but when Zarius tries to cross a bridge, he gets caught.
Well, I'm not yet. I asked the question in chat.
What question?
Is there a
There's a
sturdy
sturdy
long
log
log anyway?
Yeah, they're called trees. They're standing upright,
Yeah,
and they
no,
have bushes
one that
attached to
have
them.
fallen. The one that has fallen.
The
Unfortunately,
fucking
no.
random fallen tree.
Yeah, no,
Amber's
hey,
there a perfect little wood bridge for me to
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
cross over that no one can see.
Unfortunately, no.
Can I put my arm in the water and see how deep it is?
Yeah, your arm doesn't reach the bottom. Like, I'm telling you
Uh.
that. The rest of the party disappeared beneath the water.
So it just
I'm
sits
pretty
here
tall, you know. That's a lot to get rid of. Says the Vincent from an alternative universe. Where
The fox sits down next to you and, like, looks up at you.
I can't swim. And also, I don't have enough heavy things to weigh me down to walk on the fucking bottom.
You
have
see
a
the
fucking
fox?
ring of water sinking.
Yeah.
I don't have that in my inventory, do I?
We gave it to you because you're the only one that can breathe under liquids.
He didn't put it in his sheet, he doesn't have it for it.
What do I need to put it in the sheets? It
Yeah,
is
I
a
imagine.
common item, ring of water sinking.
No, I know it is there, but I did not. Do I have that?
You have that because unlike anyone else, you were the only one with the ability to breathe underwater, meaning that on everyone else it would have been a death sentence, but you.
So I just looks at the edge. She's like, what?
The fox makes he makes a sound and like a motion, like sighing.
Oh my god, the fox is disappointed. Oh,
Yes,
no.
the fox in quotation marks.
Yeah.
What is this fucking fox?
Oh, you find out soon enough.
How far does this thing reach out?
What thing?
The little dog.
Good God, man.
Like 10 feet?
Oh, that is 10 feet away from the side.
That's 15 feet jump, yeah.
Could I make that with a check? Because I know his 11 doesn't make it.
I can't believe we're taking this man to the ethereal expanse, man.
Yeah, we should leave him.
It's doomed. It's over.
We're leaving him! Can I jump from the dock onto our pirate ship?
Oh, Wallahi, we're finished on it. Like, this is it.
Our pirate ship is like a moving dock, guys. What is your maximum?
11.
What?
11
11 feet?
Yeah.
That's 4 feet.
Sure. Exert check with strength.
That's
You
what
gotta
this-
smash this to get cool.
I don't think we have a jumping check anymore, so I think it's just exert.
Yeah, no, I was looking up what the rules for it was, but so okay, I was judging how I could get over this without having to fully submerge. I don't think I see any options to go through without fully submerging.
There isn't,
my
because even if you
lord.
get on the dock, you're still gonna have to get through the other piece of the river.
If this doesn't look that far, this here.
I mean, this piece here is parallel to the river, so it's still gonna be 25 feet. Just this gap is less 25.
This side mission has taught us all.
Never leave Zarius alone.
Zarius is not built for the ethereal expanse.
Yeah.
I revote and I say we go to the north.
The ethereal expanse is not water. There's very big difference.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
so you're
but,
fine to swim in fucking like nuclear water then? Okay, that's fair enough.
Hey,
It's
I'm
still
just
water.
thinking. Do I have any spells that could get me here?
There are fucking people
hell.
30 feet away from you.
Yeah, I know, but it's water.
Good
Honestly, I
fucking lord.
disassociate. Let's just act like he's not part of the crew. He gets caught. Oh damn! What a random guy in the woods. Oh.
Nope,
I
never
skipped
seen
seeing
that.
Amber. What happened to him?
Jace sticks a couple of sticks to her like back, and she rolls
my
over the
God.
ground like a tumbleweed, you know, like over
Easel.
the road.
Yeah, time to get.
You hear a whistle of a cowboy like somewhere in the background
I hate that.
as she is blended into the matter of
I
reality.
knew
We're
somewhere in the world.
We hear the yodeling theme, yodeling theme from Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hug the house from the back.
Sorry, I need a fucking decision.
Bro, I don't know. The half of his mind is just like, I'm just gonna go back. I'm just gonna wait.
That is no problem at all.
Zarius, one day.
We can loop around back to this Zarius, but like you are going to be found. You stink like so bad.
Yeah.
Everyone in town can hear and smell you at this point.
We said no fighting.
Mm.
Correct. That's what we said. No fucking fighting!
Zarius, you look up and there is a horse approaching
a
you through the underbrush.
I just want to know why he didn't say guys that don't actually want to swim. You know, I just want to know why he didn't brought
Bro,
it before
what?
everyone else went into the water.
Because Tokas is utterly unapproachable.
That's true.
Obviously.
What do you mean? You guys know I don't want to go in the water. You've known this for 5 years.
Yeah, but
You know, we're also saving the world, so you know, man, you gotta do something sometimes, bro.
But you
Anyway,
have
shut
gone
up.
into it,
You have gone into it.
Shut
Amber?
up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You could have stayed behind with the dog, and I wouldn't have had to take the
No,
dog.
it's okay. It's okay. Let's let Amber say what she
Yep.
has to say.
We're
Thank
shutting
you
up.
so much
Yeah. Sorry.
for finally shutting up. Zarius, a horse approaches you, and a person who looks less than amused to find you here laying on your fucking belly like a lizard.
Just act like a lizard. Keep acting like a lizard. Just pull your tongue out and just go. And just run away.
And just scuttle into the water. Like an alligator, just straight up.
Amber might still allow it if you just act a bit animalistic and feral, hiss at the guard, fork tongue him, and then run into the water on all fours. She might allow it.
I mean, Zarius just kind of just like awkwardly looks in the direction of the horse. He's just like,
The person looking back at you, you look up from your ground perspective upwards. You see sleek black leather boots. You see some like folds of green cloth armor. You see a brownish breastplate that has been beautifully carved, and an equally like green padded cloak. You see a very uninterested face. But I think the thing that would stand out most to you, Zarius, is the fact that this person has one human arm and one that looks like they ripped it straight off of a dragonborn and before gluing it to their own fucking body.
Holy shit.
Oh, I know.
Straight out of Fizzbands.
Straight out of Fizzbands. And this is where we will end session today. As she draws her sword on you.
Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from the gang.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh,
Well, I guess we'll
oh
see.
yeah, I've seen that picture before.
Yeah.
I've seen that look before.
Whoa! What is literal wife doing here?
Holy shit, is that female
Yeah, we've
Vittorio?
seen her before, haven't we?
No,
No,
we have
we're
not. It's
Vittorio.
We've seen her
For
before.
grafting.
it's
That's
just
what
it's
she
an
is.
art piece /
Ah.
character from a artist that it's very very nice.
Correct. But she does indeed have what looks to be some sort of dragonborn's arm attached to her human fleshy arm. But the place where it is attached looks like the flesh itself has been carved with runes.
Gross.
And Girly would really like a tail for Christmas.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Understandable.
Find out next week
Yeah.
how Amber managed to cope and do this session while dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Thank you very much for hosting, even in this condition. And thanks to people for playing. And yeah, we'll hopefully do it next week again.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.